Hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I hope so. I'm back. The reason I say can you hear me is I did a test recording before I went live, and I'm very glad I did because my OBS keeps like not picking up my microphone. Like, it's really stupid because like the bars will be like, yeah, like this is the volume that you're speaking, but then it won't actually freaking record it. So I did a thing. I was going around like, oh, how does it? Is this too loud? How's this sound? How the sound alerts? Looked at it back. It's my frog just yapping away, but you can't hear anything. It's just like ba 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 ba. No sound, obviously. And I just absolute idiot. Yeah, classic OBS, definitely. Thanks for confirming you can, in fact, see and hear me. We're back. I'm so excited. I just want to get straight into it. I'll go like teapot tea room. Whoa, that's crazy. They flung mud around. I don't care. I want to wash stuff. Thank you for following. Oh god, that's a hell of a username. We're Warham. Did I butcher it? I hope not. Why have we got 2 ads should be over notifications? Frogbot. What are you playing at, mate? Hello. Oh, god, got loads of equipment. Got all the equipment. Everything. Hello, slime. I'm pressing E. Oh, okay, now I'm pressing E. Ow. Is this the first interactive gnome I've had? I think it might be. Oh, you can rotate them now. Hell yeah. Oh. Couldn't do that in the previous game, I don't think. You can sit there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's loads. Oh, this is amazing. Okay. Okay, it is the only one I've interacted with the other row of. That's good. That's good to know. I didn't really butcher it. Let's go. Glad to hear it. Look at all this equipment. We're spoilt for choice. I don't know why I'm bothering. I love how this always happens when I play this game, is that I am like, oh, I can't wait to clean. And then I just end up faffing about doing stupid stuff. Look, they're having a tea party. Look at this. Oh, I should probably actually clean what they're on first, right? That's probably the better way to do it. Hello, NASCAR rider. Hello, Scully Fresh. Damn, everyone's here. The whole crew's here. The whole gang's here. Let's go. I've forgotten how to play the game. Right, yeah. Okay, clean stuff with the power wash. That's how you play the game. Got it. I'm going to clean this little area first so that these guys can sit around and have a little tea party. Although I will say these chairs don't look like it doesn't look like you can move these chairs. It looks like this is sort of like a part of a park or something where they're like fitted in. They're really far away from the table. So, not sure who's sitting on these, but hey. It's wonderful to see you again. It's wonderful to be back. A NASCAR rider, I can say with confidence that unless something goes horribly wrong, I will be playing American Truck Simulator here tomorrow. So there you go. Wab is the one lying down. Did he have something stronger than tea? I think I just picked him up at a weird angle and I couldn't rotate him to be sitting back up again. So, sure, he had the Irish coffee, the one that's got like. What does Irish coffee have? What's the alcohol in Irish coffee? I don't actually know. But yeah, he had that one. Thanks for subbing, Pocky. Appreciate it. So that's your first resub, isn't it? Thank you. I nearly bought some tuna today and I didn't, and that's the whole story, and you're welcome. Still have not bought tuna. I don't think I ever can buy tuna. Have I bought? No, I didn't buy tuna. I bought mackerel. There you go. I feel like I've missed. Hang on, I've missed messages. Let me scroll back up again. Ooh. People saying hello. Did you know in the old Fable game it says evil gnomes? Is there? I've never played Fable. Yes, tomorrow here on Twitch we'll be playing some American Truck Sim, hopefully. 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 That's the plan. That's the plan. Scully, I forgot you got a gifted sub to Manabites. I was reminded when you were in Ari stream earlier with the kumquat, just out of context kumquat. Although I think out of context Ken is probably better. I think you're the first person to use that actually, because I've added some, and I've added some since we last streamed on that channel. So people haven't really seen them yet, but you have. Boy, howdy have you. Do you even know what that is a reference to? Actually, you probably don't put it in chat. It's very bad I didn't put it in chat. It's pretty Greta. Who's Gretty? Greta, and why is she pretty? Oh, you already corrected the typo. Damn it! Now I look like an idiot. Hooray! Trucks go burr. They tend to go beep beep more often, but yeah. No, I'm just joshing. I'm just messing with you. You're not wrong. They do go burr, especially if I'm driving them and they've like, you know, the suspension's knackered or something. God, let me tell you, I did more of that Halloween thing off stream, and Jesus Christ, I'm a terrible driver. I mean, we all know this. Anyone who's seen one of those streams knows I'm a terrible driver. But I had to repair my truck after every trip to that Halloween area because it just got so knackered that like it got damaged to the point where it would keep turning off. Like the engine would just shut down. So after every measure, I had to go over and spend like $2,000 fixing my truck. It was embarrassing. I made no profit from that whatsoever. It'll be horrendous if Ari's the main trucker. Yeah, Skelly, we did briefly go in the game today just to check how to set up the multiplayer, but it's a piece of piss, quite frankly. So yeah. Should be good. Should be good fun. I'm excited because you can choose to have like player damage on, which obviously we're gonna do. So what's probably gonna happen is it's gonna be us like yelling at one another as we crash into each other. It's gonna be great fun. Can't wait. Bro, my message didn't send, but I've been sub for 2 months, and I said, "Is this Ark Raiders?" Last time I checked, no, it's not. It is still PowerWash Simulator 2. I'm heading home as well. Oh, there we go. There's Big Frog. There he is. There he is. Is it weird? I actually don't know what knackered means. Oh, yeah. So there's like, to my knowledge, there's like 2 different terms for it. So knackered, if you're talking about you being knackered, it means you're very tired. You're exhausted, right? But if an item is knackered, it means that it's like damaged to the point of it not working properly. I'm sure there's a more accurate like dictionary definition out there, but it's probably a bit of a Britishism. Oh, me knackers. That's in Banjo Kazooie. You sure? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm assuming that's a game. I don't know. And yes, the frog has returned. Big Frog cannot be stopped. Don't even try it. Oh. Right, okay, so you live here. Okay. Oh no, now there's 2 that are on the... Oh, can I reorientate them somehow? Oh. Oh, I've made it worse. Oh no. Yes! Okay. And then this guy that's had the whiskey? Is it whiskey that's in an Irish coffee? I don't know. Ari will know. He's the coffee king. Put the name down. Pick him back up again. Oh no, I've messed this up too. Come on. Put the name down. Yes. Oh. Yes. No achievement for that, really? Oh, don't tell me I've got to do the other one too. Maybe there's 6 in total. Can I also be knackered in a way that is super broken? Yeah, probably. It's just typically it's like if it's you're tired. If it's an object, it's broken. But there's no reason why a person couldn't be knackered in the like. I guess if you're talking about like a part of a person, like oh my foot's knackered, then maybe that would work. I don't know. What was that about Big Frog in elections? Hang on, I've missed some chat. Big Frog is influencing our elections. Is he? What's he been up to? I'm gonna do Big Frog on my big TV screen, take a pic, and be like, what the hell do I wake up to? That'd be good. Gnome cake. Did they have cake? I didn't actually check. Oh. Scully, misinformation. This man has like more going on in the front than in the back. I got me excited for a second for no reason. That's silly. Big Frog buying up all the lily pads. Oh yeah. Big Frog is a landlord. I hope not, actually. I don't want him to be that. It's from me watching... Oh, sorry, let's cover. I missed half of that. From me watching British Top Gear for 15 years. Hell yeah. Yeah. Being knackered squared. I love how the word knackered has never been used so much in one Twitch chat at a time. That's hilarious. Hello, Meow Furic. First time chatter. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, I love your voice. Thank you. Thank you. I was saying this to Scully on his stream on Sunday that, like, you know, I feel like you've got to at least, like, tolerate the person's voice, right? Otherwise, like, you wouldn't be able to be here. Especially the amount that I yap as well. It's just 3 hours of pure yap. With this game, anyway. Gnome bulge, then. That's even worse, Scully. Yeah, don't body shame the gnomes. They're not here for that. I don't know what they're here for, but not that. PowerWash has tax sprint. What? What's that? I don't know what that is. Is that some elite gamer term that I don't know? Yeah, knackered. Yeah, I mean, you can take like any. Oh, there's loads of words that you could use to talk about being drunk. Like, as long as you put like the word absolutely before it. So absolutely gazeboed is a great one. Love that. Got absolutely gazeboed last night. That's a good one. But yeah, knackered could easily be. Could easily be that too. Scully was getting cooked. Just saying of what I saw as evidence. Okay. So a clip of you forgetting your trailer and trucking sim and knew I had to get a stream. What a great advertisement for the channel, honestly. Well, as I've already said to NASCAR Rider, I will be back here playing more American Truck Sim tomorrow. And I'll be here with 2 other people who have played the game before, but we haven't played. This will be the first time we've played it together, like in a convoy. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe all 3 of us will forget our trailer. Won't that be fun? All gnomes are just thick. I don't think I've ever seen a skinny gnome. That's true. Is it sort of like, you know, that phrase where it's like never trust a skinny chef, you can't trust a skinny gnome? Is it like a genetic thing? I don't know. I'll have to ask them. You're getting gloopy and no filter. Wait, is this, Oh, yeah, in the No Man's Sky stream. Dude, honestly, I've been listening to that back and I want to make more clips from it, but like, I don't know if anybody else would even find it funny. It's just ridiculous. It's just great. I also, something I was going to clip was me telling you with confidence when you got to the bit where it was like catch 5 fish. I was like, dude, you're on the home stretch. That bit's a piece of piss. It would take like 5 minutes. 45 minutes later, you still hadn't done it. And obviously we've discovered it was because you hadn't selected the milestone. And I specifically said, hey, don't forget to select the milestone. And you were like, you got it, and then didn't do it. But I mean, obviously you were already knackered, You were already completely knackered before we got to that point. So I'm not really surprised. I remember telling Ari to shut up. Honestly, yeah, like, I was a menace during that stream, which is part of the reason why I didn't want to stream it myself, because I was like, people are going to unfollow me because they're going to be like, oh, wow. Froggy's actually a bit of a bitch. Which, hey, newsflash, yes, I am. But I like to think of it in like a playful, bantery way where, you know, I'll have that energy thrown in my direction too, and it's fine. It's all good. We're all good. We're having a good time, you know. But yeah, we were. I think all 3 of us were pretty. Yeah, just on it with everybody else. There was a vibe. I'd say I'd do it again. Maybe something to revisit if there's like another expedition, if you can stomach it. But I think both you and Ari are understandably completely put off by the No Man's Sky expeditions after that, because it was pretty rough. I don't even think he's finished it. I genuinely don't think he's finished it. I become a bitch on no sleep for sure. You become hilarious as well. I mean, you're funny anyway, but like no sleep, it was great. It was very funny. But in a funny way, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you. I haven't heard you like laugh as hard as you have on that stream before. River. Is this all clean? Can we get back to getting the gnomes back? The timing of that is when I come over to the cat. That's funny. Still can't actually pet. Still just sort of awkwardly waving at the cats, which is a little disappointing, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, by the way, I know a lot of you found me through Instagram. The PowerWash Sim Instagram things were like popping off, and like I'm guessing they're quite active on social media, so this probably isn't like a big deal. But like the PowerWash people, they commented on some of my posts, which was really nice. It was really sweet of them. So that was good. Happy with that. Ooh. Okay, where's the last one? Is he going to be like on top of the teapot, do we think? I'm going to do a scout for the... Unless they've just like... Oh, I can see him. Ooh. I forgot that was how you do that. I tried to zoom in. I tried to use the control to zoom in that I would do on American Truck Sim, and it didn't work. Right. Hello? Oh, there we go. The PowerWash people, also known as that word that Scully said. No. Absolutely not. I don't think they would appreciate that either. They do like to use the splash emoji for everything though, and they know exactly what they're doing. So there is that. Oh, isn't this nice? Actually, this feels a bit sinister to me. This feels a little bit like they're plotting something now, because they've all got their hands behind their back. It's more so drawn in by the energy / vibe than just the game. That's good. That's what I want. Oh no, I've just realised, if I caught this up, can I not get back on top of this and to get it down again? Oh. They thought of everything. Yeah, I'm glad. I'd rather people be here for the content in general rather than a specific game, because I don't want to get to the point where like, well, I wouldn't do this anyway, but I don't want to be like, this is the game that I'm known for. I've got to keep playing it because this is what people have like subscribed for or followed for or whatever. And then it just, the actual content's rubbish because I'm not having a good time with the game. So, I mean, that's how I follow other people, right? Where it's like I'll follow someone because I like their sense of humor or like the style of their stream. And there might be like a specific game that is how I found them, but then I'll come back because I like them, you know? It's also a great way to be able to like get introduced to games that you don't play already and that you may not find yourself organically. If like a streamer you like then plays that game, especially if you've got like similar sense of humor and interest and stuff, then it's more likely to be one that you would also be interested in. Can I open this door? Does this open? No. Okay, that's fine. You can just lift the scissor lift like that. Oh hell yeah. Well yeah, I'm a mighty frog, aren't I? Frog reviews this game. It's a good game. Apparently the multiplayer is scuffed. That's the one thing I can't comment on because I haven't played this on anybody else. And that's most of the negative reviews on Steam are people saying that the multiplayer is like just doesn't work properly. So that sucks because this is a good game to play with friends. Well, the first game was anyway. So, but yeah, I haven't really had I have problems sometimes with like my what's it even called? Crosshair, like not being in the right place on the screen. But that's basically it. That's basically it. I'm so grateful to you guys for sticking around Saturday night. Dude, it was a vibe. I could have left at any point, right? Like if I didn't want to be there, I could have just gone. I would have been like, and I would have. Although I wouldn't have just left like you guys thought I had. Oh, thank you. Is that Alex Rose? Thank you. Thank you for following. When my Discord just yeeted me, I listened back to that bit of the VOD with you guys just very confused. And Ari just being like, I think she might have just like gone because she's in chat and like posting emotes, but she's not in the call. Maybe she's going to bed. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I stuck around because I was having fun and I wanted to see it out. When I found out that when I figured that you were like determined to finish it, I was like, well, I've got to stay. I want to see this through. I got to help. I want to witness this. I was having too much fun to go to bed. It's great fun. Great fun. From the clips I see of you, I just think of you as the cute rotund frog. Yay. Thanks. That is accurate to what I look like in real life. My PNG tuber is just 2 photographs of me just rapidly switching back and forth. I wish I was a rotund frog in real life. I think my life would be a lot easier. Ooh, a hydrate. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Can you ribbit in real life? Not for free. I mean, well, and also probably also no, not very well in any case. Dang. You can use channel points to redeem the ribbit. That's going to be better than anything I can do. Not for free. Ribbit in real life. Yeah. There we go. That's just a recording of me, believe it or not. How much for a ribbit? I'm happy to start a bidding war for that. Ooh. Hey Wishy, here you're down at the Tea of Tranquility today. How's it looking? Wasn't so tranquil there yesterday, I can tell you. Yeah, what the fuck happened, mate? In fact, it got downright feisty. I'm realizing the follower thing is like blocking half of these messages, so there you go. Free rivets in this economy. Yeah, exactly. I got bills to pay. There was a great moment on the Nanobyte stream on Sunday where, like, because I'd uploaded some emotes, one of which is a kumquat, which is like a running gag on the channel that at this point probably only Amy and I find funny, but I wanted to make it an emote that was a kumquat because why not? And we were putting it in chat, and then like I put 1, and then Amy put 2, and then Izzy, who was also streaming with us, then put 3, and it was like, oh, it's a kumquat bidding war. It just stuff like that just cracks me up. It was so stupid. It's not funny, but I found it funny. Just completely derailing the stream by putting our own emotes in chat. Great fun. $13 in a cheeseburger? If you put bacon on the cheeseburger and make sure there's a lot of like pickles in there, then you've got yourself a deal. $15 gifted, even better. Oh, 5 gifted. Sorry, I merged your 2 messages together, Skelly. There you go. I've already done an advance on that. 5 gifted is even better. Yeah. I don't think it's worth 5 gifted though, because like I said, I've not really attempted a legitimate ribbit, you know. Like one to actually sound like a frog. It sounds like it feels like it would hurt my throat. 6 gifted and 2 bacon cheeseburgers with extra pickles. Done. Oh. Dr. Pooh Pickles has been summoned. Hello. How are you, darling? How are you feeling? I mean, you must be feeling a lot better now that you're here and everyone's talking about you. I love that. It's like you've got like an alert set up on my stream where if somebody types the word pickles, you get a notification. You say pickles 3 times, I appear. Oh no, it's like Beetlejuice. Oh, that reminds me of Dr. P because I think I ranted about this on Sunday, and I don't know if you were there, but like I bought a horse in Star Stable and I couldn't call it Beetlejuice. I had it on my horse name list and everything, but Beetle is not an option. Devastated. I don't know why I put it on my horse name list if it wasn't an option, but I nearly bought some tuna today and I didn't, and that's the whole story, and you're welcome. Did my mic pick up me getting spooked by my own voice? Because that was actually quite embarrassing. Sorry. It's such a lovely voice. Thanks. It must be because you're gagging for that tuna. That sounded weird. Sorry, Skelly. I'll rephrase that. You enjoy redeeming tuna. Which I think is the only sound alert I have that's my voice. So, yeah. Oh, we got frog back. Hang on a minute. We've also got... Oh, okay. How does one get 2 bacon pickled cheeseburgers to Britain? That is a very good question. You might just have to, just give me the amount that it would cost for me to order 2 cheeseburgers and then I'll do it. Dr. People says, the room is beginning to spin again and my dog is wound up because she won't go for a walk. That's 2 bad things. I'm so sorry. You mentioned this a lot on Sunday. I was there the whole time. Well, I was very upset that I couldn't call a horse Beetlejuice. Thank you for redeeming UFO. Because I had it on my horse list for ages and then I bought a horse that was basically black and white striped and I was like, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Beetlejuice. Nope. Maybe they just don't want someone to be able to get 3 horses, call them all Beetlejuice. Oh. Call them all Beetlejuice and then put them next to each other in their stable. Maybe that's what their concern is. They're like, oh, they'll accidentally summon them. We can't let that happen. Right. Scullyfish is gagging. Great. Talking to people, so yeah, frog back. To blend with the environment, the Budget's frog is muddy brown in colour, while the Vietnamese mossy frog has spotty skin and bumps to make them look like little clumps of moss. Or lichen? Is that how you pronounce that? I can never get that right. Great. Damn, Frogbot's got 75 quid. That's pretty good. Gagging for tuna. Yeah. And then Dr. P. Pickles was gagging after tuna. And okay, so yeah, that's fair. So Skelly does like tuna, so that'll be fine. Yeah. Zebra juice instead. I don't even know if they have juice on there. They definitely don't have beetle. I can't remember. I did check it. It doesn't matter. I've already got a zebra, but I can't remember what. I can't actually remember what I called my zebra. That's annoying. I'll have to check that at some point. Yeah, great. I'm all caught up. Sorry, there was a lot happening in chat. I was like, I want to pause it. You have to use pre-selected words. Yeah, you do. They have like a name list, you've got 2 different words that you can pick and put together, or you can have just one. Yeah, because it's a kids game. Although they used to have ball as a first part of the name and bag as a second part of the name, and for what I would hope is obvious reasons, they ended up getting rid of that. But that's one key way of being able to figure out how old someone's player character is, because every so often I see somebody and one of their horses is called Ballbag, and I'm like, you're a veteran player. Got one of the grandfathered names. Wow, NASCAR riders redeemed timeout. that hasn't been redeemed in ages. And that's I think that's the second time he's redeemed it. Damn, that's crazy. Sugar Father. To be fair, yeah, Amy does have a horse called Sugar Father, which is quite funny. She also has another one called Morning Glory. So there's that. Yeah, didn't know the game was literally set in 1984. Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? It's crazy. Thank you, Sober Ass, for becoming Northwest, back in the Southwest. 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10. Rough or very rough. Rain or squally wintry hours. Good, occasionally cold. 4th time dodger, fish, German bite, thunder. West or southwest 7 to severe gale 9. Occasionally storm 10 first, except in high and very rough or high, rough in 40 time. Squally showers. Good, occasionally poor. Thames, Dover, right, Portland, south. Southwest, 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8, except in Plymouth, decreasing 4 or 5 later. Moderate or right, south. Moderate or good. South is gale. Easterly or northeasterly, 3 or 4, occasionally 5. God damn it. Oh, hello. I was a bit slow on the on noticing that I've been redeemed, so I got no idea at what point I got cut off. I was thanking Sober Ass for following before I was rudely interrupted by shipping forecast. I'm just kidding. I love shipping forecast. Yeah, thank you for following. Yeah, I knew you meant the book 1984. The book. Have I even read 1984? I think this might be one of the classics that I've somehow managed to like dodge having to read as part of like curriculum. I think I read Animal Farm, but not 1984, because I feel like those are like as somebody who hasn't read both, I was like they're in a similar category, right? I don't know. Don't bother. Fair enough. I think it's just going to make me depressed, right? Because it's going to be like, wow, this is depressingly relevant, you know? Kind of like Handmaid's Tale. I read that a while ago and was like, ooh. I love that I got cut off when I said welcome Sober Ass. That's amazing. What a great... That was excellent timing, Dr. P. Pickles. Thank you for that. You're a bad English student. Hell yeah I am. Hell yeah. I'm honestly amazed I graduated. I did not care by the end of my degree. I was so over it. I was just mad. We read Brave New World and Animal Farm in school. Right, okay. I think Animal Farm it's the one that's typically like an easier read. I think it's shorter in any case, so that might be why it's more commonly read. Don't remember, it was 10 years ago. Damn, I'm old, dude. I know the feeling. Every so often I look at something and I'm like, oh, that was like a few years ago, and then it's like, nope, that was like 12 years ago, and I'm like, damn, you right. I read Of Mice and Men. I think I might have also read that. I don't know. We definitely did Great Gatsby. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hate... There's very few classics I actually like. Which I know is like such a stupid statement, because it's like, well, they're very different classics. But I think it's just because, yeah, most of the ones I've read I've had to read because it's been part of like my education. And so because of that, I've sort of been like, I wouldn't have read this by choice. So, yeah. Tell me about the rabbits. What? Groggy Cowboy, what was that in response to? Tell me about the rabbits. I'm going to scroll back up again. I still don't know what that's... I don't know what that's in reference to. I remember you almost break down during Chaucer. Yeah. Chaucer, that was bullshit. Okay, this is going to be quite a universal experience for anybody who's... Well, I was going to say anyone who's been to university. To be honest, it's basically anybody who's ever been to any kind of formal education ever. Where like they're like, you need to get this specific version of the textbook. No, the one that came out the year before is not going to be the one you need. You have to get the one that's going to be really expensive. I had that doing English at uni with Chaucer. bearing in mind Chaucer is like hundreds of years old. They were like, you need this specific version. And I was like, what about the one that came out like a couple of years before? No, you can't use that one. Why not? It hasn't changed. This isn't like a science subject where like, oh, we might have discovered more things or whatever. Like, what? It's Chaucer. Anyway, they basically said like, if you don't get this version of it, you're probably going to fail. And I was like, I'll take that as a fucking challenge. So I bought like the cheapest version I could find. I think I found one at a charity shop. I was like, this will do. And yeah, I didn't fucking fail. So there you go. All you really need to know about Mice and Men is the ending. Does anyone care about of Mice and Men spoilers? Because if not, schmore, just go for it. Just tell us what happens. Shout now if you really care about it. I recommend reading Jurassic Park. Oh, I have heard good things about that. I haven't read it, but I've heard people say that like I've heard people say that it's good, but it's like one of the few books I've read where they feel like the film adaptation is still like better than the book itself, but it's still worth reading. That's what I've heard, basically. Message deleted. What did NASCAR try to say? What? The rabbit's referencing of Mice and Men. Oh, okay. Right. There's a lot going on. Skelly's just working his way through the nanobites emotes, which is quite funny. What's your favourite book? Everyone answer. Oh, yeah. Everyone put their favourite book in chat. That'll be fun. That's fun. In the movie, I also love the threatening frog. They're like, everyone answer with a gun. It's very funny. In the movie, George says, I got to tend the rabbits and gets executed. Oh. The film adaptation and movie are completely different. Wait, what? What's the difference between a film adaptation and movie? I'm confused. I'm not having the reverse problem by not asking to buy the cheapest versions, but they're not in print. It takes weeks. Okay. My favourite book is anything by Robin Hobb. Dr. P. Pickles gets it. I would say my favourite, like, book series is just The Realm of the Elderlings. Just straight up. Yeah. I've already talked about that to death on this channel, so I'm not going to go into it again. If you like high fantasy, read Robin Hobb. There you go. That's all you need to know. It is a commitment. It's a lot. But you could just read the first trilogy and just do that. You'd be wrong. But you could just do that if you really wanted to. Meant film adaptation and book for Jurassic Park. That makes more sense. I love the Circle of Glass series. That rings a bell, but I don't. Let me Google that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to see if I can Google that to see what Circle. Castle of Glass. Why did I say Circle of Glass? I just searched Circle of Glass and it just showed me a video of somebody cutting a circle out of glass. Really helpful. Now I've got an album come up. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Where did Castle? I can't even find this one. Is it Glass Castle? Am I an idiot? Wait, let me roll back up again. Have I just misread this like so many times? I don't. The Castle of Glass series. Castle of Glass series. Google. Is it Throne of Glass? Is that one? That one? Or the first one's Throne of Glass? Is it that one? Is it that one? Because if it is, I've only read I have that whole series. I've only read the first book, and Dr. P. Pickles keeps yelling at me to read it. I'm going to read it at some point. I haven't got around to it. I want to. I just don't have the time. The Dream Merchant. God, this is just going to be me. So I've paused chat because I've missed so many. Right, let me Google The Dream Merchant. Sorry, guys. I know. Hey, anyone here who's here for the like actual like gameplay? So sorry. I'm getting distracted by people putting their favorite books. Isabel. Ooh, fantasy. Right, I'm gonna keep all these up so I can have a look at them and judge you all later. Me Before You is one of my favorite books, so much better than the film. Okay. Also, the Edge Chronicles. Nice. I don't know about favourite book, because I do be reading a lot of non-fiction about stuff I find interesting. Oh, that's a vibe, honestly. Recently started reading the Horus Heresy series from Warhammer. I've heard, like, that the Warhammer stuff is quite good, actually. Same with, well, I've heard mixed things about the Assassin's Creed books. I think some of them are supposed to be pretty good. Hi, Builded Helmet. Sorry, I'm working my way through chat. I missed a lot. Film was close. I took out the whole motive for reason. My life ain't bland. Oh dear. Book stream. Yeah, maybe we should just have like a book stream. That's just, I don't even know what that would look like. I love the idea of doing like people do like a clean with me thing or whatever. Do a read with me thing. But like, because I don't have like a webcam or whatever, it's just me reading while my like just big frogs on the screen. You can't see anything. Maybe I put like a graphic up of like whatever book it is I'm reading, and add sound effects of like a page turning every so often. But like, I'm not reading the book aloud or anything. It's just that we are both reading, like I'm reading a book, and then you guys are reading whatever book that you are reading at the same time. And then occasionally you discuss your book in the chat. Just all reading different books. That'd be such a scuff stream. I see. And Dr. Pooh Pickles is like the manager of a bookstore, so like she can give like good like reading recommendations because she reads a lot and she like knows a lot about books. So we can make this a thing. This could be good. There must be already a category on Twitch for this kind of stuff, right? Probably. I never really played Warhammer, otherwise really interacted with the IP, but I started reading it because I've heard the lore is crazy. Yeah, same. Ooh. I'm getting abducted. I think I've played like one game of Warhammer as like a starter game thing at like a local shop type thing, but it wasn't really something that really interested me. I've played the DLC that's in the first PowerWash game. Don't get it, it's terrible. It's the worst DLC that they've done. I mean, it's just like frustrating. Yeah, don't get it. But that's the most that I've like actually interacted with the IP is in this game, which is quite funny, really. You're actually reading a book right now. Oh wait, you're reading 6 books right now. What, right now? You've got them all lined up and you're just sort of going through them. That's crazy. I'm just kidding. Would that count as copyright infringement if you do basically an audiobook version of the book? Probably. That's another reason why I wouldn't do it. I also wouldn't want to do it. Like, I've been streaming for like 45 minutes and my voice is already starting to get a bit shot. I don't think I could do just an audiobook reading. Or reading a book and effectively making an audiobook. It would probably be okay if I was like talking in between it and it was sort of classed as like a review, but like, come on, that's awful. I've just started audiobooks because I can't sit for books. That's honestly fair. And you can change like for most of them anyway, you can like change the reading speed, can't you? So you can get through things a bit quicker if you can change the speed and listen to it a bit more. It means you can do it while you're just doing like mundane things that you don't need to think about, right? Like you can do it while you're like washing up or whatever, which is quite nice. I wish people would pay me to do audiobooks. I'd read an audiobook read by you, Scully. I think that would be good. I wouldn't pay you to do it, but I would buy an audiobook that you had read. Oh my god, please do one that's something that's like really mundane. So that like, because I've said that, I feel like I have to then get it, even if it's not a topic I care about. It's like some like electrician's guidebook or something. I'm like, oh, why did I say that? See you later, Scully. Okay, sat by my bed, 2 fiction, 4 non-fiction. Damn. It's good to have a variety on the go at once, though. Because then you can sort of like dip in and out according to whatever you feel like in the moment. I can't do sped up versions of videos or audiobooks. Yeah, that's fair. Oh god, sorry. My phone is complaining at me because I didn't close this thing. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, that's good. That's good. Right. The ARRL handbook on ham radio. What is that? What is that? Extension readout. Okay. The game just reminding me of things that exist because I don't know what I'm doing. I should really be using the different that's the adjustable one, isn't it? Where's the like oh, it's not this power washer, is it? Hang about. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is this one? Ah, it's this one. Did I get the Did I buy the longest thing for that? Yes, okay. Damn. Okay, I didn't realize I had that much money. Okay. Do I just get the next power washer? Do I just get this one? Because I hate this one. What attachment is this one? No, this one doesn't have anything. I don't know. Oh, there's a welcome mat. That's fun. Whee! I feel like I should be using different attachments because, like, in the other game I just got to the point where I basically did just use the yellow attachment for everything, and then it's like this game they've actually put more interesting things in like this, and I'm like, I should be using this. You know, especially for like for the floor at least, because it makes sense. You would use this on the floor, wouldn't you? Whee! I've nearly finished all 14 hardcover mangas of Berserk in about 6 months. I've heard that's a good series. Also, damn, I know how expensive those books are. That's crazy. I know that how difficult they were to get at one point. Because I saw people putting like celebratory posts on like Reddit to be like, I finally got like this volume. I'm trying to get it for months. Oh, that's what you should have scheduled an audiobook on. Right, okay. Presumably it's something very mundane then. I mean, I guess there just must not be a market for that kind of thing, right? I also guess now like text-to-speech is like so much better than it used to be. So I imagine for like the more mundane stuff that are just like manuals, they don't even bother to get real people to read them out. I only have the first 3 deluxe editions. I'm gonna get them all. I've seen them on a shelf, like all the Berserk ones, like on a shelf. It looks sick. They're such nice like versions. Just don't have enough room for them. Yeah, that's fair. It's about how radios work and helps you study to get a ham radio license. Oh, cool. Okay, that's fun. Have that on my Kindle. I might check that out. Like genuinely, just because it fascinates me. I'll have a look. Yeah. I do need to do more reading, actually. I've really gotten out. I mean, the thing is, I don't really have a lot of time now, because I work full time and then I do this. So, don't really have much opportunity to read now, which is a shame because I do enjoy doing it. When you're friends with someone like Dr. Poo Pickles, you get constantly like great recommendations that you want to actually be able to read. Aqua Regis, I wonder if you're free to watch down my shooting gallery. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Please tell me I can shoot stuff with my PowerWash. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be me. That'll hopefully be me in the next job. I don't actually know if it'll be the next job, but whenever it is. I'll make sure I bring my Glock with me. And they'll be like, whoa, that's not... We provide an air gun for you to use, don't... Hell yeah. Everyone's locked and loaded. Can't wait. How does one get a job as a full-time frog? I'm glad you asked. People... actually, no. I was gonna say people pay me to sit on lily pads and look good in their ponds, but that just sounds. That's not what happens. I guess I'm pest control. That's probably what it is, and that's why I'm so rotund, because I'm very good at my job. I just come in and eat bugs. That sounds wrong. Yeah, that's why I rephrase it. Probably just shouldn't have voiced it at all, really. But oh well. Hindsight is 20/20 and all that. You have to kiss a prince and boom frog. What? But if I'm the frog, huh? It's out there on the internet now. I've said worse, unfortunately. Do I kiss the prince and then they become a frog? That's how you. Is that how I became? Yeah, but they were saying like, what job do I have as a? Are we creating Mighty Frog Lore? Is that what's happening right now? There's a video of me licking a keyboard on the internet, so I feel that. Was there context behind that, or were you just like, this will be funny? Because, like, you know, I get it, I guess. I don't understand this attachment. Me neither. Shouldn't it be, like, on the floor rather than just wee? But I can't, like... Unless I'm missing something obvious. I don't seem to be able to just have it touch the floor. I just have to sort of float it above everything. There's context, but it doesn't make it much better. That's great. Thank you, Piney Tree, for the snack. This attachment is annoying me. Well, I've nearly done the floor. I'm only going to use it on the floor. Still, what of you, huh? Gotta love work into that backdrop with rushless, all snow-covered and serene. Oh, yeah. I was like, snow? What? What? Is it a new keyboard? I would hope so. I'm assuming it will. Yes, it's one I built. Nice. Nice. Was it tasty? See, I thought you were going to be like, basically what happened was I made a keyboard out of chocolate just because I was like, well, why not? You know, what else am I going to do on my Wednesday evening? And then I was like, I'll lick it and it'll be funny. It tasted like metal. Damn. Wait, the keys were metal. Right, Dr. Vehicle's got a lot of questions. Okay, right, yeah. Let's not use this attachment anymore. Is this... Yeah, cool, that's all clean. All right, let's go back onto the top of the thingy. Oh, or not. That also works. Oh, you lit the case of it. Right, I was going to say. That also makes sense. There you go. Oh, Shmuel, was it you who was talking my American Truck Sim stream? You said you spent $800 on a keyboard? Because I remember asking you whether it was like a... well, I don't know if it was you. But I remember asking whoever it was who said that, like... Was it like a musical keyboard or a computer one? And I completely missed the response until I was watching the VOD back to make clips. And I was like, they did respond. I just didn't see it. Okay, it was you. Cool. Built it yesterday. Nice. Anything of note? What kind of switches are your preference? There's a guy in my office who's like really into keyboards. He's cool. A lot of the other people in the office don't seem to get it, but he brought in like one of those like tester keyboard things where like every single key has like a different switch and stuff. And so he was like, people were like testing them out, and then he'd ask them what their favorite was, and then he was making like a spreadsheet to track what people liked. And I was like, this is amazing. So I was like talking to him about that for like a hot minute. I think he thought I was taking the piss because I was like, you've got a spreadsheet, can I see it? That's cool. And he was sort of like, you think it's cool? And I was like, yeah. I wasn't taking the piss. I was like, that's fun. But I just like unnecessary spreadsheets. you know. Clarification in chat, I love that. The lick was a couple of years ago, I love that. I love those keyboards where it's all ducks and it quacks. No, that's awful. I know, I've seen the one, I know the one you're talking about. I've seen videos of it too. It looks awful in every way, like because the keycaps are all basically just tiny rubber ducks, so like it would be really uncomfortable to actually type with, and then it's just noisy as fuck. It's awful. It's awful. Can you imagine being in like an office with one of them? Actually, now I've said that, I'm kind of open to the idea. Maybe I should get one and just leave it in the office for me. I like the fake typewriter keyboards to make the cool noises. I hate them. I hate those Doctor Who vehicles. I really do. Because 9 times out of 10, like somebody, like they just feel so, like all the keys feel so loose to me. Don't like it. I built this keyboard with linear switches, but I prefer light tactile with a polycarbonate plate. Oh, you fancy, you fancy. Yeah, I prefer linear over tactile, to be honest. What do I even have at the moment? What even are these? I think these are like... I did change these out. These are like Acco Rosewood. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. I did have... the Gatorons? I can't remember. Milky Yellows? Something like that. I can't remember. The problem I have is that I would be way more into keyboards if there were more that were the ISO layout. Sorry for people who aren't keyboard enthusiasts in chat. I wouldn't really call myself an enthusiast because I can't afford to be, because the majority of the keyboard layouts I can find are like American, and I need ISO. I'm not changing. So because of that, I'm really limited. This is another reason why I spent like 45 minutes talking to this guy at work, because I was like, where do you get your keyboards? Where do you get the ones? Because you've got like the correct layout with the big enter key, and I need that. And C supremacy? No, I will die on this hill. I need the obnoxious enter key. I need that. I'm in so many keyboard discords. Hell yeah, you are. That's amazing. What's the best keyboard discord? And why? Please tell me, I'd love to know. Milky Yellows are solid switches. Yes! I get validation from Shmore. I basically got like an Acco keyboard, and then I just swapped out the key. And the switches that it came with were like fine, but I was just like, I just want to make it a little fancier. And also, like, it was easier for me to get, like, different switches. It's the actual, like, board and the keycaps that's the issue in terms of the layout. So, I was like, I can get decent switches. I just can't really get the actual board and the keycaps. Not without spending an absolute fortune. A lot of the Discord are from vendors, so I couldn't entire group buys. Oh, that makes sense. There's a mech market Discord where you can buy and sell keyboards secondhand. That's sick. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised because there's like a Discord for basically everything at this point. Speaking of, it's a work in progress, and I can't really give like a date as to when it will actually be live, but I have started putting together a Discord server for this channel and Nanobytes. It'll be like a shared one, because I started to put it together and I was like, because we said we weren't really fussed about having a Discord, but we've had enough people ask now that I'm sort of like, we should probably do it and then just see how it goes. And then I was looking at just doing it Mighty Frog, but then it was like, well, if I post my schedule, I'm on Nanobytes as often as I'm on Mighty Frog, so I'd want to put that on there. But then it seems silly to do that, but then not have a section for Nanobytes, so yeah, it's a work in progress. But obviously, when it's done, I'll let you guys know, and then there'll be like a Discord like command thing in chat. So there you go. Pine Tree, just a reminder to get everything you want from the Halloween event before it goes tomorrow. Thank you, Pine Tree. I was frantically doing that before stream, and I got annoyed at myself because yesterday was like one of the only days since the event that I haven't actually like done anything, and it wasn't for any particular reason. I just forgot. I remembered at like 2 a.m. and was like, well, it's too late now. And so because of that, I don't have enough tokens to get like the last thing I wanted in the token shop. But it's fine. I mean, obviously I could just farm soul shards or whatever they're called if I really cared. I don't care enough to do that. So, there you go. I love just power washing a flower bed, like just knocking all of the dirt out. It's great. It's really helpful. I just love the sound effects in this game. There's something about it that's just so like calming. I guess it's because it's similar to like white noise. That it's just really it's just nice. It's just nice. Give me that ding. Give me that ding. No ding? Where's the no ding? What did I miss that there's no ding on this wall base? Oh. Well, I'll get the ding eventually, it's fine. Whee! I didn't leave myself a message, and I really should have done, because this was a great area to have done that. Oh well. I'm wondering if NASCAR rider is just completely gone. Is NASCAR rider even in chat right now? What's going on? Yeah, okay. I don't know why his last message came as message deleted. Ad break. Hello. Welcome back, Schmall. I don't know how long the timeout worked. NASCAR rider, if you can hear me, are you able to put stuff in chat? Are you back? Are you untimed out? No worries if you're not in a position to respond. It's just I'm just worried that I'm just worried that you've not come back because you can't still. Yeah, back to the important topic, keyboards, definitely. Yeah, sorry for the ad break that interrupted the keyboard talk. The sick keyb talk. Am I down with the kids for using that lingo? Keyb? Keyb is correct. Hell yeah. I'm cool. He lives. Although, can you use channel points when you're timed out? Does that mean? Oh, yay! That's correct. I was concerned just because the last thing I saw from you said like message deleted, and I wasn't sure if that was you doing that on purpose or whether it was actually deleted because I didn't see any mod actions or anything. So I was like, what's going on? You're one step closer to dropping hundreds of dollars on hunks of metal. Hell yeah. I've spent more money on stupider things, so I wouldn't be mad about it. And I only have 2 keyboards. So, you know, that's... And they're different like sizes as well. So, you know, I'm overdue getting another one. What do you think is a reasonable amount of keyboards to have? I mean, I think that's like a case by case basis, right? That's sort of like asking like how many is a reasonable amount of clothes to have, right? Because like some people like will have like a capsule wardrobe and would not need anything more than that, but other people, like according to like their job, they might need loads, or just because like they're into like fashion, they'd have loads. So that's kind of a, to me, I feel like that's a how long is a piece of string kind of situation. Are you about to tell me you've got 500 keyboards? Because I would say that there is definitely a moment where it's like, okay, you don't need more than that, you know? Frog fact, croaking is used by male frogs as a way to attract females. Hell yeah. We've definitely had that before. I feel like I need to add more frog facts because they're already getting recycled and it's not been that long. You weren't able to do anything when timed out. Okay. I assume that's how it was. I was just worried that you were still timed out even though like the 10 minutes was up. That's good. I'm glad you weren't banished forever. I have 30 plus all for personal use. That's fine. It's less than 500. Also, did the message delete on purpose? Hell yeah. Okay. I thought you did, but because, okay, usually it would say, I'd have like some kind of like mod thing where it would be like, this is why it was deleted. So I was like, huh? You got me. So what is the reason for having over 30 for personal use? Is it literally just you just fancied getting a different type? Like, because obviously I know there's like we've established there's different layouts, right? And then, but even if you have the same layout, there's like different sizes, like how many keys there are. And then it's like, I can understand if you're somebody who's like, okay, for some scenarios, I want a keyboard that has like this kind of switch. And for other scenarios, I'd want this kind of switch. Like you'd want like a, oh, it's just me again. Yay. You know, like a tactile clicky, or you'd want like a silent switch or something for like another. So I can understand that. And then yeah, like limited edition ones or whatever. Okay. It's 5 minutes timed out, not 10. Okay, that's good. That's good. Different layouts, switches, plate materials, novelty items, design. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. If it makes you happy, you know, who cares? If it makes you happy, you're not hurting anybody, and it's not like become an addiction to the point where it's like, you know, causing you real life stress because of like money issues or whatever, then it's like, have as many keyboards as you want. Who cares? Yeah. I also just like building them. Yeah, see, there you go. That's another one, isn't it? I guess it's kind of like just really expensive Lego. I've definitely seen people who like getting quite inexpensive ones and then just modding the ever-loving crap out of them so that they can make it like as like a challenge to see how good they can make it like feel or sound or whatever. I think that's fun as well. Little challenges like that. Thank you for the hydrate. Do that too. Some people have done that, but I've been able to rein myself in. That's good self-control. All of my recent boards have been at least $500, I think. Damn. That's the thing, right? I feel like it's one of those hobbies where like you start off and you're sort of like, oh yeah, I'll get like a decent, like, you know, I'll spend like maybe $200 getting like a really nice keyboard. And then the further in the rabbit hole you go, the more you're like, oh, well, actually, yes, I will happily pay $500 for this one. And then it's like, oh, damn, they brought out like a limited edition one of this one. Yeah. I've been in hobbies like that, to be honest with you. And it's sort of like once you've used a nice keyboard, it's very difficult to go back. And this is speaking from somebody who does not have an expensive keyboard by any stretch. But whenever I have to go back to like the membrane keyboards at work, I'm like, just shoot me. I'd rather... I don't want to have to use this. I feel like I'm back in the dark ages. It's awful. Hate it. Thanks for the like, Pocky. Oh, favorite book: The Castaways of the Flying Dutchman by Brian Jacques. Okay, cool. I'll add that to the list. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back through the VOD as I always do when I make clips. I'm gonna make a note of. I started to make notes of people's books, and I was like, I shouldn't be doing this live because it's gonna just take up too much of the actual stream time. But I'm curious. I like hearing what people's favorite books are, especially if it's like a genre that I haven't really read myself, because then it's just sometimes it's got good recommendations and stuff. I got one keyboard mostly because it weighs 8 pounds. What? Once the Discord is running, I'll have to share pictures of my boards. We do have an arts and crafts section. So I've been making different sections where I'm like, realistically, so there's a pet photos one, because why wouldn't there be? And I want an arts and crafts one that was more for like nanobites purposes, because that's kind of like the vibe of it. It's all like cozy stuff. Amy does a lot of like craft stuff, so I figured it would be a good excuse for her to share some of the stuff that she does in there if she wants to. So yeah, we'll definitely have to have another section that's like hobbies, I guess, like something a bit more generic that isn't arts and crafts, and then that would be good for sharing board pics. Defo. Obviously we need pet pics. Yeah, when I was looking at like ideas and stuff, people were basically like, you have to have a pet pic section. You have to, like, it doesn't matter what your Discord is set up for, you need a pet pic section. And I was like, damn. I would never have thought that myself, but now they've said it seems so obvious. So yeah, it was like one of the first things I added. I added that before I added the freaking subsections, which is hilarious, really. I can use this scissor lift now. I keep forgetting this is here. I get excited that it's here and then I don't use it. Sure. Ooh. Damn. It's almost like that's what it's made for, Oh, that's as far as it goes because I've put it in a stupid place. That's helpful, isn't it? What an idiot. I actually taught myself how to solder so I could build more boards. Good excuse, honestly. It's a good skill to have, Ooh, there's loads of bits of this over here. That's awful. It has a sequel book called The Angel's Command. Okay, cool. That's good. Ooh. One of my favourite authors of all time passed away this year, and I kind of knew this was going to happen anyway, but like she had one book left of this series. It's been ongoing for ages. Well, I say ongoing for ages. The last book has been like... E isn't working. E isn't working? Hello? Oh. Yeah, I've been waiting like 30 years. I guess it probably is like the best part of 20 years though. Well, I say I've been waiting. I haven't been waiting 20 years, but it was like a 20-year gap between like the penultimate book and then like when the last book was supposed to come out. But yeah, the author's now passed away, so it's not happening. I mean, I didn't think that it was going to happen anyway, so but now it's just sort of like confirmed that it's not happening, which is sad. Why did I put this here? Oh god. There, please. That's too far away, but who cares? Get her done. We'll get her done. We won't get her done. My frog plushie collection will have to go in art. Oh my god, I have a frog plushie collection too. Perhaps unsurprisingly. This is news to nobody. I feel this for Game of Thrones. Dude, there is no way that there's no way he's gonna finish it. Why would he? Why would he even bother at this point? Like really, like what was George R.R. Martin's like motivation to finish that series? Because like the TV series was an absolute shit show. So it's like, he's got to try and fix that. There's obviously this theory that the TV show ending was what he was planning on having as the ending for the books. So obviously, if that was true, he's cooked. He said he doesn't want anybody else to write it because obviously people were talking about what's his name, Brandon Sanderson, because he finished Wheel of Time series, didn't he? Because what's his name? My bookshelf's too far away from me. Whoever, Robert Jordan didn't finish the Wheel of Time before he passed away, but he left like copious amounts of notes as to how he wanted it to end, and then Brandon Sanderson finished it. So people were basically saying to him like, "Hey, if George R. R. Martin passes away, will you do it?" And he was like, "Absolutely fucking not." Not because he doesn't like it, but because he was like, very different writing style to me. Not gonna do it. I think George R. R. Martin's also said that he doesn't want anybody to ghostwrite it for him. So I think we just have to accept the fact that Game of Thrones probably is never going to be finished, which is why I'll never finish reading it. I read like the first 2 books and then was like, wait, it's not a complete series? Fuck that. Lucinda Riley's brought out 3 books since her death. I know, but like, okay, so the series I'm referring to, that the person passed away recently, was the Night World series. And the author said about 15 years ago that she'd finished the book. Like, she'd finished it. She was just trying to get like a publisher to publish it for her. And I'm like, if that happened 15 years ago, it ain't happening now, is it? So anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about that rant about Game of Thrones. Just mad. Just fucking mad. This is why you should read Robin Hood. Hey, listen, okay, here's my PSA. Here's my PSA, right? If you are a butthurt about Game of Thrones like I am, read Robin Hood's Realm of the Elderlings, because that's finished. That's a complete series. It's very good. It's also high fantasy. There you go. Problem solved. It is a different vibe to Game of Thrones, but I think if you like Game of Thrones, you'll probably like that too. So one of my favorite series I need to finish is the Expanse series. I thought they said the Expense series, and I was like, is that about like an accountant or something? I was like, I mean, you do you. Doesn't sound like it's something to me. Brandon says he respects women too much to write them. Really? See, I know that I think I don't know if he outrightly said this, but he sort of alluded to the fact that, like, obviously there's a lot of, like, graphic death and, like, violence and stuff in Game of Thrones, and I think he kind of alluded to, like, not wanting to do that. So, yeah. But also he's got enough going on without trying to finish somebody else's series. I mean, he does churn books out like nobody's business. I say that like they're bad quality. They're not. He churns them out, but they're good. I've not read that many of them, to be fair, but the ones I have. I mean, I read like what's supposed to be one of his work. I read Elantris was like the second book of his that I read. Well, no, I read the Mistborn series. So it was the 4th one. I read Mistborn's trilogy, and then I read that. Even he says don't read it because it's like his first like published novel, and he's like, it's just not very good. And I'm like, I thought it was very good. Patrick Rothfuss still waiting. Oh yeah, it's another one that's been going on for like yeah there's too many. Where's the dirt? Oh, wall base. There's another roof bit. One of the chairs. I didn't finish one of the chairs. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that was so long ago. Okay, which chair is it? This one. I do appreciate that they do this little crosshair thing to like indicate which one you haven't done yet. I don't know if that's toggleable. I should probably check that actually, shouldn't I? But I like it. Because I used to hate, like, even if you check the tablet thing, I used to hate when you had like 15 of something and it would be like one of them's still dirty and you'd be like, ugh, which one? So I do appreciate that they've changed that. Where's the rest of the dirt? Oh, here. Oh, no. Hey! New items are available in the shop. Let's go! Oh, look at that. I went to a lunch, I was thinking it would be mid from what people say, but I loved it too. I'm glad to hear it. I thought it was really interesting. Hello. Welcome to stream. I think they should make a mode for this game with full damage. No. No, I don't think they should. Yes, it's the shooting gallery next. Covered in cotton candy and burger relish. Oh, is that where my burgers have ended up that you guys are promising me that I still don't have? Kevin seems to have seen a mini twister shooting through the carnival in the middle of the night. Bit strange though, there's nothing on the news or on any of the other stalls. I'm glad they've addressed that. I'm glad they've addressed that whatever job you do, everything else around it is like spotless. Yeah, everything else literally is spotless. Damn. Oh, is this the same as the... Oh no, it is different. I think it is anyway. Because there was a Helter Skelter on the previous game, but that looks different. And there was a Ferris wheel. Wow, it really doesn't want me to go over here. Jesus, okay. Okay. Right, what's the name of the shop? Did you get the achievement for the names of the chairs? I didn't get an achievement. Is there an achievement? Oh, maybe I did actually. I've turned my Steam overlay off actually. Because, let me check. Basically, I had problems with like, No Man's Sky for some reason. Like, even though I have OBS set up where it shouldn't pick up my Steam overlay, No Man's Sky was like, fuck you. And it was still like showing it for some reason, which was really annoying. So I had to turn it off completely. Let's have a look. Well, there's an achievement for having the surface cleaner, the like circle one that Dr. P. Pickles doesn't like. There's an achievement for having that and all the attachments with it. That's great. You get an achievement for petting all the cats, perhaps unsurprisingly. No. If there is an achievement for that, I didn't get it. So, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Don't buy this game. Don't buy this game. No, just kidding. What are the new items in the shop? Is it going to tell me, or... No? Wow. Okay. To be fair, I'm working on giving you the burgers. Flights to the UK are expensive. That's fair. They are having achievement bugs. I didn't get mine on PlayStation. Is there actually an achievement for putting all of the... Hang on. Because now I'm mad. Because I even was like careful to make sure they were all like standing up properly and everything. Where are the achievements? Global achievements. Doggy bath. No. Tea time. Yeah, in the teapot tea room job, place a no on each seat. Scammed. Absolutely scammed. Oh, I don't know what I clicked on. Okay, well that's a bit shit, isn't it? Oh yeah, you can toggle the taskmasters. That's a British TV show. That's very good actually. Task markers. I was going to say, in reference to the having a mode where you take full damage, Chrome Scene Cleaner has like different modes now. Well, they have for a few months now, but there's like a hard mode where like it's a bit more realistic, where you don't have access to certain things. And I appreciate that. Can I get up here? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Certified frog. 7 days a week. I'll work around the entire UK holding 2 burgers, asking, are you Mighty Frog, and telling you the burgers. That's going to be very difficult, mate, because I never leave my house. So you're going to be there for a while. Although Dr. Pooh Pickles, like a long time ago, came up with a great idea for merch, which I don't think I'm ever realistically ever going to get to the point of merch being like viable. But she said she wanted a hoodie that said Big Frog Energy on it. And I was like, I want that. I want that too. And then obviously it has Big Frog on it as well. And I was like, I need that. So if you see someone wearing a hoodie that says Big Frog Energy on it, it's either me or Dr. P Pickles. So there you go. Although it would have to be different artwork, because this artwork is not unique to me, unfortunately. But I am working on that. The burgers might be partially eaten. That's fine. Yeah, you know what? If you guys want to get a burger and just eat it for me, that's fine too. I'd rather that than food be wasted, you know? Frog plushie. Yeah. That'd be good. But that'd be expensive though, to do as much. Like an actual plushie. But that's really expensive. Frog with a crown to signify being the mightiest of frogs. Yeah. And really buff arms as well. I do love how I'm doing like the most boring bit of this first. Can I change... Is this good here? Oh, it's actually not that bad. I guess the dirt here is not that challenging. Okay, that's good. Does my power washing technique stress anybody out? I did have somebody like comment on one of my Instagram things where they were like, that's not how I would have done it. And I was like, wow, maybe you should buy the game. And then you can do it however you want. And a sword. Yes. Well, what about the gun? I guess you could do a gun and then a knife, because there is like a emoji with a knife as well. And also, yes, love that. Love that. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking in the power wash category earlier on Twitch earlier to just have a look and see what other people were up to, and there was some very different power washing techniques going on. It's good fun. But that's the thing, right? There's no wrong way to play the game, because you can't do it. You can't mess it up, right? In that sense. If you power wash for long enough, you'll get there eventually, you know? And much like life, it's not really like a race, is it? It's just sort of like it's, you know, do it at your own pace kind of thing. Philosophy or something. Gun and a sword is viable. Gun sword. Yeah, maybe we could do like what are they called? What are they called? Like a hang on, let me Google this before I butcher how you say it and say something different. I can't even spell it properly. That's not actually what it's called. Okay, that's great. Hang on. Gun with knife. Oh no, yeah, bayonet. Why did it not come up when I searched bayonet then? I guess I just butchered the spelling of bayonet so poorly that it didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah, I could gun with a bayonet. There you go. You got there quicker than I did. It makes me think of the girl watching the guy putting shaped blocks in the wrong shaped holes and slowly freaking out. Yeah, I love that video. So good. Power washing my store with an actual proper power washer. It's like taking a monster truck onto the bumper cars. Hell yeah. See, this guy gets it. Maybe we shouldn't arm the mighty frog. That's a bad idea. What if you just came with a tiny power washer? That'd be cute. I could somehow get like some kind of like collaboration thing with Power Wash. That would be fun. I've vowed to arm my local raccoons. What, have you vowed that to them? Or is there a human who wants you to do that? Armed frogs can't be that much worse. I mean, I suppose not. I think a raccoon with a gun would do more damage than a frog. I don't know why I feel that is the case, but it just feels right, you know? I'm excited to see what collabs they would do for this one. Me too. Because some of the collabs for the previous game was so good. The Wallace and Gromit one, I wasn't expecting that or the Shrek one, because I was like, who does? Both amazing. No, I have no notes. They were so good. My only notes were just, I need more maps. Just give me more maps. I vowed it to myself so I can have a raccoon army. Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually, now you said it. Okay, note to self, don't piss off Schmore. Their raccoons are armed and dangerous, apparently. They should do a Slime Rancher one. Ooh, that would be fun. I have played a bit of Slime Rancher, only the first game. I can't remember why I stopped playing it. I think it might have just been, this was before I was streaming, like a few years ago. I would play video games for like a little bit, and then I wouldn't really play anything for like ages. So I think it was just sort of, I didn't have the opportunity to play it, and then by the time I did have the opportunity to play games again, I played something else. There's loads of games like that. Like, I've never really played much of any one of the Fallout games. Not because I don't like them, I just have never stuck with them, because I haven't had an opportunity to, you know? Oh, yes. It's all coming together now, lads. Oh. This is great. This is amazing. Can I just... No, I can't just do that. Great, good to know. Yes! Is this technique better? Just go along sideways. The Shrek one was the perfect collab. It was great. It was really good. It fitted in really well with the theme. I feel like Wallace and Gromit did too, but I'm British, so I'm a bit more like biased towards that one, I suppose. My raccoon army will be a benevolent one, and we shall consider an alliance with the frogs. Consider, okay. I guess I'll just have to take that, because, well, what can I do, you know? If you've got a raccoon army behind you, I can't really do much about it, can I? I'm going to say Fallout New Vegas is brilliant, but struggles to run on modern PCs. Yeah, okay, fair. It's definitely a game I want to play. I won't play it on stream, but it is one I want to play. This is the other thing, right, is that, like, I stream, like, on, you know, some channel most days of the week, so it's like, when do I have time to, like, play a game if it's not one that I'm playing on stream anyway? I just don't have the time. So many good games, so little time. I need to not have a day job. That's what the issue is. That's what everyone's issue is, really. Don't have a day job, and then you can do whatever you actually want to do, whether that's playing video games or building keyboards. There you go. NASCAR Rider's still here. Let's go. You have multiple channels. Yes. Well, I have two channels. The other one is Nanobytes, which is a duo channel with my friend Amy. When I have the server set up, there'll be like a schedule there that will sort of talk about like what we're doing on what days. So yeah, we play different games there. It's always Amy and I, and then occasionally other people as well. So yeah, we do Star Stable every Thursday, if that's something people are interested in. That will be our next stream, actually. Will be Thursday. And then we're doing a 6-hour stream on Sunday to celebrate meeting one of our... I think it's to celebrate follower goal and a sub goal, I think. So, there you go. Tried getting into doing keyboard commissions as a side gig. Yeah. Did that work out well? Just what we need, a power washer and an attraction that was already brazenly wasting water. Oh, I see. See, I haven't actually looked at the guns yet. So it's not like the air guns with the pellets, and it's actually like water pistols. Sorry, Kevin. What? Okay, Cobb, don't get your cob on. They're into each other. 100% they're into each other. If they're not already sleeping together, it's only a matter of time. This is when I find out they're brothers or something. I built a few boards for some other people, but it would take a lot of time. Yeah, I think this is the whole thing about, like, trying to make a living out of something you do as a hobby. Is that, like, some people try and do that and then they really struggle with either being able to, like, do it enough or do it in, like, the amount of time that would be needed for them to make it their living, or they just get to the point where they're like, this is no longer my hobby because it's just my job, and now I don't have as much enjoyment out of it as I would do if I was just doing it as and when I wanted to. It's difficult. It is difficult. It's like, as much as I enjoy doing this, I don't think I'd want to, I mean, realistically it wouldn't be an option anyway, but like I don't think I'd want streaming to be my full-time job, because I feel like I'm here because I want to be, not because I've got bills to pay. Better boot up PowerWash Sim. And it also means that, like, I have more flexibility in what I do. Like, I don't have to worry too much about, like, oh, are people really going to be interested in, you know, if I just want to play a game, then I can play it. And then, you know, if it doesn't end up doing too well stream-wise, it's sort of like, okay, well, note to self, maybe don't do that one on stream. But there's no real loss there, right? Whereas, like, if this was my job, it would be like, oh, great. Now I've got to, like, potentially do, like, another stream this week to make up for the losses on the previous stream. And it's just like, that's just stressful. I don't want to have to worry about that kind of stuff. Or it's like, I've been doing more collabs on this channel, right? I wouldn't want to have to get to the point where I'm, like, picking and choosing who I'm collabing with based on how well I think my channel is going to do monetarily. It's like, I just want to be able to play games with the people I want to play games with and make the content that I think is good, regardless of whether it's actually going to get, like, do well. You know? And they were roommates. Yeah. I'm actually, now I've said about, like, them, like, sleeping together, I'm actually terrified that the next update is going to be that they're, like, twins or something. And I'm just going to look like an absolute freak. How many people have applied to be professional power washer unless this game is their experience? I mean, they'd be a bit screwed because you never have to worry about, like I don't have to squeegee anything to get rid of all the excess water. I don't have to, like, refill my backpack of water or, like, worry about the hose that's connected to my van not being long enough, you know? So this would be terrible experience of that. I'm probably wasting a lot of water. Mighty Frog and Kai Connect collab coming soon. I don't know who that is. This is the other thing, right? Like, I stream on Twitch, but, like, I don't know Twitch people. Like, I don't know, like, the big streamers. I don't really know anything unless it's relevant to the stuff that I'm doing. Like, oh god, the thought of going to a Twitch event and having to network. I think I'd rather die. I can't do that. Oh, sick. The next one's going to be a road sweeper. Oh! Okay. I guess we're down here now. Can I actually use these or... No. Okay. Damn, this is a big one. I'm going to do a palette cleanser, do the generator, which I'm sure is a great thing to be power washing. I don't think you should be power washing a generator. But... you know... I guess that's just how this game works. This is the other thing, right? If you use this as, you know, your experience of power washing, I'd be like, yeah, I've power washed a generator. They'd be like, you've done what now? Was it off? No, actually, it wasn't, because I can tell you that it wasn't, because these things are still moving. So... Terrible. Oh, okay. Some big streamer, never watched them before. I'm aware of big streamers don't really watch them. Yeah, I used to watch other streamers, but I don't have the time. I'm so behind with, like, certain streamers that I used to watch religiously. Like, I wouldn't watch them live because they were typically in a different time zone to me, but I'd watch their VODs religiously, and I think I'm at the point where I'm nearly a year behind one streamer. I don't even have the time to watch their highlight videos as well. That's what's bad. Because the problem I have is that, like, you know, a lot of the times if I'm watching a streamer, it's either a streamer I already know and, like, do collaborations with. Because I'm wanting to, like, support people that I know. Or I'm watching either Mighty Frog or Nanobites content in order to, like, make clips. I mean, Amy makes most of the clips for Nanobites, to be fair, but, like, yeah. So I don't have time to watch somebody else. So I'm clueless. I don't know who anybody is. And you know what? I think I'd rather keep it that way. Because then when people are like, oh, what's your opinion on this drama? I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. So I have no opinion. Power washing is good for electrics. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Shmuel, would you ever like power wash a keyboard? Is that a thing you'd consider doing? Just getting a sense check there. I used to watch one big streamer, but I used to watch homies now. Yeah, there you go. The helmet gets her. I can't watch my own stuff. I'd cringe too much. I hate the sound of my own voice. Yeah, it's definitely something I got desensitized to. And luckily for me, I managed to do it before I even started this or the Nanobites channel. Because, sorry, my voice is starting to go. Helpful. I used to be on... my first, like, introduction to streaming was being on the Damage Dice channel. And I sort of became their sort of, like, clips person. Unofficially. I gave myself that title. Because I would make clips after we, like... did a stream just because I enjoyed doing it, really. And to begin with, I found it really difficult to listen to things back because I also did not like the sound of my own voice. But I did that for about 6 months before I even considered doing my own channel. So by that point, I was pretty desensitized to it. So it was all good. I will say it's still jarring to hear, like, tuna unprompted, but it be what it be, you know? And I enjoy making clips more than I dislike hearing my own voice. So there's that as well. I'm doing this really inefficiently. I don't know why I'm doing this like this. I'd power wash a cheap keyboard, but not an expensive one. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you do keyboard building streams? Yep, that's my main thing. Oh my god. Ooh. That sounds cool, honestly. That sounds cool. That definitely sounds like the kind of thing where it's like, if I was into keyboards myself, I would, like, save building a keyboard until I knew you were streaming, and then I would, like, build my keyboard while you built yours. That sounds fun. Is this just the prizes? I think rather than power washing these, you should probably just get new ones. I wouldn't feel comfortable then giving these out as prizes if they've got this dirty and they've been hosed down. Clab. I do love how, like, I keep commenting on, like, oh, they've given us all this new equipment, and then I just insist on doing this with no equipment. I just walk over everything and then make it more difficult for myself than it needs to be. Without fail. Every single time. It's like, oh. Oh, hang on, sorry. This is good. Wait, is this just called PowerWash Simulator? Really? Oh my god, that's so funny. That was a great reveal. Yeah. They've even made it easier for you to change out your attachments, and I'm still not doing it. I just insist on using the same thing for everything, and it taking like a million years. It's not very efficient. It's funny because keyboard building streams are mostly full of other builders, so it's almost just a just chatting stream with a little bit of keyboards mixed in. That's a vibe, honestly. That honestly sounds like a vibe. I've definitely seen a few like drawing like, or just art streams, either where somebody's like doing like fine art or they're doing digital art, and you can sort of tell from the chat that other people are doing that with them. It's good fun. It's nice. It's nice to do something like that, like with a streamer who's also doing it, because I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's just nice. What do they call it? Parallel play? Something like that. Well, you're not. Well, I guess actually, I guess that's if you're just in the same room as somebody, but you're doing different things. But it's nicer to still be doing the different things with somebody else than doing it by yourself. It's a vibe. Faux show. You got slower because you're paid by the hour / days. Ah, that's definitely what it is. Yeah, in that case, I'll wait. Where is it? It's not even that one, is it? Is it this? There we go. This is me getting paid by the hour doing this. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, Kevin, you do know that I recycle my water. Oh, okay, here we go. We're getting an update. Cobb does not have his cob on yet. I've got trays that run along the bottom, constantly redirecting it all back into the spray guns. Oh. Okay. I thought you knew that. Oh. Thank you for the hydrate. Kevin's typing. I did not. That would explain why your gallery gets progressively dirtier. Cyclically. Oh. Oh! Damn. If the last update isn't that they're going on a date, I'm going to sue. Because it needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, can someone write a fan fiction of them going on a date? It doesn't need to be like NSFW. I just want it to be, you know, I just need this ship to happen. That doesn't seem sanitary. What, the cycling the water back through again? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You'd still have to change it out every so often, wouldn't you? Because it would get gross. Especially at like a fun fair where you've got people like carrying around like food and drinks the whole time. It's going to get nasty quick. You don't want like some kid to go to the PowerWash Simulator booth and get botulism or something, do you? Yeah, the tension between these two, it's, yeah, you could cut it with a knife or like a really powerful power wash like this one. I don't know what the fabric of this tent is made out of, but it does not move. It does not matter what attachment I'm using. Ooh. That was the soap. It doesn't matter what attachment I'm using, it just doesn't move. They've starched that to the gills. Oh, what have I missed on that? Or is it saying that... No, it can't be the other side, can it? There's a bit there. There's a bit there. Bit there. Bit there. Bit there. Come on, give me the ding. Show me the ding. Oh, maybe it's the side that I haven't even looked at. Yes, it was that side I hadn't even looked at. I love that. Workplace relationships are never a good idea. That is true. That is true. I think that's where the phrase "don't shit where you eat" comes from. Don't know if anyone's familiar with that phrase. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful phrase. Thank you for the snack. And yeah, I finally got the ding. It was a big ding. Big ding energy. Maybe don't put that on a t-shirt, actually. I was going to write that phrase. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not one I have to explain. I'm never sure like how universal some of the like phrases that I know are, or whether it's just like a British thing. Like I didn't think I'd have so many people who didn't know like what I meant when I said knackered. Not mad about it by any stretch. I find it fascinating. And to be fair, the word knackered just sounds British anyway, doesn't it? So, in my line of work, we say that about working in the town where you live. Okay. Yeah, it does work for different things, right? Because it could also be like if you've got like a roommate or something. It's like don't get into anything with them, because then it could mess things up as well. You know? It's an inherently British word. Hell yeah. I'll take it. Don't shag your roommate. Yeah, shag is a very British word, isn't it? But that is advice for life. Don't shag your roommate. And unless like your roommate is your roommate because you were already dating. You know, that's fine. Or, you know, you're like legally bound to them in like marriage or something. Then that's okay. But if they were your roommate first, don't go there. Don't go there. Kick them out of the flat first and then shag them. Yeah. Is anyone taking notes? Because you shouldn't be. Or you're married. I like how we're having like the same thought process. It's good. Same wavelength. I feel like every time I see one of these fairs in real life, I see what the prizes are, and it's like you know it's a scam, right? Like you know that nobody wins anything because they've made like the water pressure in the water pistols too low or whatever. But I also feel like whenever I see these things, the prizes are so naff that I'm like, I wouldn't want that anyway. Like if you were just selling that, I wouldn't buy it. But I guess the whole point is not the prize, it's more just the experience of going to the place, right? I don't know. Can you tell I don't get out much? I just don't. I'm like, why do people enjoy fun fairs? Damn. I forgot that was a redeem. That hasn't been redeemed in a hot minute. I was actually looking at like going through the sound alerts to see which ones hadn't. Because UFO, I kept thinking hadn't been redeemed that much. And then it seems like every stream it gets redeemed a few times. But air horn, I feel like that hasn't been redeemed in a hot minute. Frog brains unite, frog together strong. Hell yeah. A divided lily pad cannot flow. Wow. That needs to be on like a... I nearly bought some tuna today and I didn't. And that's the whole story. And you're welcome. That needs to be on like a placard. Exactly, Kevin. I have to bleach the bejazzle out of it every third Sunday. I previously attributed the noxious smell to the funeral... Oh, I missed it. What did he say? How do I... Are we just cooked? Can I not see what he said? What did he say? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch my own VOD back to see what they said. Was there more flirting? Did you guys see it? I guess part of the chat and that blocked it as well, so that's not helpful. What a thing to say you need that much. It's actually it's very philosophical, isn't it? And true. I like it. But what if I'm single and think my roommate is hot and they have feelings for me secretly? Then I definitely want to shag my roommates. You can want to, but it's not a good idea to. I think this is the thing, right? It's like you have to have that mantra of don't shit where you eat in your head so that you don't fuck it up. That's the issue. I mean, I'm lucky enough that I've never been in that situation before. Because typically when I have been in like a house sharing situation, it's been with people. Well, and this is the other thing, right? again, I don't leave my house much. I'm not a social person. So like every time I have had the misfortune of having to share a property with somebody, I just don't socialize with them. And so then I don't have the opportunity to be like, oh, this could be a thing. I also hate living with people. So I feel like I'd find it very difficult to be attracted to somebody I was living with, because I'd be like, you don't do the washing up as much as you should do. I fucking hate you. Stay away from me. I don't want you to touch me. Oh my god. Why am I doing this? I keep doing this. I keep being like, oh, let's not use any of the equipment that they've given me. They've made a point of giving me more options and I'm not using any of them. It never ends well. Not that I've experienced it. Yeah, I've not heard good things, honestly. If I'm single, then I'm going for it. Okay. I mean, fair enough. You know, you do you. My concern would just be like, renting is like enough of a nightmare without having to like think about, okay, like, am I going to be able to stand still being with this person if this falls apart? Because if not, then I'm going to have to find somewhere else to live. And God, that's a massive turn off. That's enough for me to be like, yeah. I'm not going there. You'd see them fart and sniff it and be put off. I mean, you know, you got to get to that point at some point, right? But for me, it's more just like, yeah, if somebody is like an inconsiderate housemate, I don't care how attractive they are in like other area. I'm just not going to go there. I'm going to be like, you never clean the bathroom. I hate you. I'm not even sure you deserve to have oxygen at this point, let alone going anywhere near me. But this is the thing, right? Like I'm a very critical person, and this is why I'm you know, have no interest in dating anybody, because I know that I just have way too high standards. that also are hypocritical for me to have, because I am also terrible at like staying on top of the washing up, for example. I'm actually thinking right now, just before stream, I was like, oh, I should eat something before stream. Couldn't find a clean bowl. Ended up using Tupperware instead because I couldn't find any. So, you know, I'm hardly a catch in that department either, so I can't exactly judge other people. And yet I do. I have a NASCAR blanket. Hell yeah, that's cool. I've got a lot of blankets, actually. I've made a lot of them. Well, I say that. I've not made as many. There's more that I haven't made than ones that I have. So. Those in glass houses. Yeah, exactly. You disappoint me. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in the same. I just saw Bill Helmet said I only have 2 of everything. So, and I'm a similar thing. I have 2 bowls, Dr. Pooh Beckles. Well, two of the type of bowl that I wanted, which was like a standard size bowl. I wasn't necessarily going to give that information out just because I thought it was a funnier anecdote to make you guys think I had like 12 bowls and there was just a pile of. There isn't a pile of washing up. It's like 4 things, but because I have so few. So I have barely any crockery, so it's like it doesn't take long for me to run out of anything really. So yeah. Newsflash. Like, oh, hello Ari, thank you for reading, appreciate it. Let me oh, that's not how you do that. Just, there you go. Just to catch you up, we're just talking about washing up. That's what we're doing. Talking about washing up. You don't have a dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher. I also have my boiler is still knackered. There we go. Shout out to talking previously about the word knackered. So that's another excuse to not do the washing up. But yeah, newsflash, streamer shares an anecdote that they exaggerate slightly for comedic effect. That never happens, especially not on this stream. Anyway, Ari, how was your stream? I was just talking about how, like, before stream, I didn't have any clean bowls. And so I had to use Tupperware. And I think a lot of chat were picturing me living in a, well, just that my house was filthy. But in reality, it's because I only have 2 bowls. So I do have a pile of washing up, but it's a pile that consists of 2 bowls, a plate, and like 3 forks. So, you know. Never happens. Yeah. Streamers never exaggerate anything for comedic effect. Never happens on this channel or Nanobites. Never. I also never get called out by Amy for doing it. Because she, often when I do it on Nanobites, it's an anecdote that involves her. So she, she knows when I'm exaggerating. It was okay. Did you finish the demo? And if so, was it just okay? Are you not planning on purchasing the whole game? I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of like, but I mean, it's not really my kind of game anyway, so I'm not really, I'm not really one to judge really. Sitting on a lily pad of lies, yeah, definitely, so many lies. Don't plan on buying it. The best part was the tutorial. Oh, damn. That's yikes. That's rough. That is rough. Oh, also, I was nearly late for stream. This is why, another reason why I had to eat out of Tupperware, because I didn't have time to do the washing up before I streamed. I have picked a faction, question mark. I know that's not the term for it. Guild, I don't know. In Infinity Nikki. Can you guess which one I picked, Ari? Can you guess? You probably can, because I'm a predictable bastard. Yes, it was Peppergram. Peppergem. Yes, it was. Like, not being funny, but like, you've got hippie, very, honestly, boring group where like half of the followers are wearing like linen and like rattan by the looks of things. Like, it's like, hey, stylists, and then everybody here looks like a stereotypical peasant. Great. Or you've got hoity-toity, look down their nose at everybody. Everything's pastel pink and slightly like feels sickly sweet, like they're hiding something. Or the cool people that have dogs. Of course I'm going to pick the cool people that have dogs. Are you kidding me? And the guy with the sign. Oh my god, the guy with the sign. The guy with the sign. Thank you for that. the guy with the sign. They could have just had him there, and I would have been like, yeah, I'm sold. Say less. What did the others have? I genuinely don't even remember what the others had advertising for them, because that guy. I took like 15 pictures with the guy with the sign. Bezos paused my ads and forced me into ad hell. Damn you, Bezos. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I was just ranting about Infinity Nikki, so you probably didn't miss much. Shmore, honestly. The cool people with dogs and leather. Exactly. Why would I not pick that faction? Is it called a faction? I don't even know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What were they thinking? The only downside is that faction has a lot of children in it. But I can overlook that. I'd rather that than the sinister monocle man in the pink one. Or the, unfashionable linen people in the green one. Peppergem on North America is basically dead. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually bother to look up like who was doing well before I made my decision, because I was like, if I'm torn between 2, then I'll have a look and try and pick strategically. No, it was a no-brainer. But then after unlocking it, I haven't looked at it properly, because obviously I'm here. Yeah, it seems to be like in second place after the pink one in Europe. And it's not by much. There isn't much in it. I don't know. I haven't looked at it long enough. I don't know. Cult? It's definitely a cult, yeah. That's the word. It should be a cult. Right. What's the other... Should I just do all the outside and then go inside? What's the play? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I am excited for American Truck Sim tomorrow. It is going to be a vibe. I can't wait to like rear end Scully and have him just unfriend me on Steam. I won't do it on purpose, but I know it's going to happen. I'm going to go into the back of somebody. I'm going to be following too close, or I'm going to be reading chat when you guys like stop at a stoplight. I'm just going to go straight into it. This is why I think we should do that. If we can, we should do the whole thing with like hired trucks, because I don't want to do permanent damage to Lily. Also, I want it as an excuse to just try out different trucks so I can make a note of which ones I like the feel of when I buy my second one. That's the other thing. I will miss my fuzzy dice, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I feel like it'll be more of a podcast style. Yeah, I mean, that game and this game, it has already been that on my channel, so I think it was basically going to be the same with there's like 3 of us playing. Anyway. This PowerWash attachment is god-awful. Thank you, Jeremy Popcorn, for following. Appreciate it. That's a great name. Oh, that reminds me, I bought popcorn and I haven't popped it yet. It's like microwave popcorn, which I fucking slaps. I was trying to wait for it to be on offer because it's kind of expensive, but like it was not on offer, and I was just like, I'm desperate. I need popcorn. Hey yo, is that a popcorn themed? Is that a popcorn themed hello message? Oh my god. Well, hi. Sorry, I got completely distracted by that. I was like, oh, hello. What flavour of popcorn do you go for? Typically just like salted. I do like sweet and salty, though. That one's a good one. But this particular one that I'm on at the moment is just salted. Just salted. I used to have a popcorn maker, but what even happened to that? That might have gotten donated in the great purge of me moving, like a few years ago. Because I was like, do I really need this? How often do I use it? Not very often. Ka-ching. No, it's not, lol. Okay, yeah. For some reason, I think it's because I was thinking about popcorn. I was like, it's vaguely popcorn coloured. Maybe it is. I bought popcorn and haven't popped it yet. That's it. That's the story. Yeah, there we go. It's a new tuna story, everybody. Tuna's out. Popcorn is in. Most of my stories are like that, where it's like, oh, I was going to do this thing and then I didn't. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that is indeed a popcorn emote. Hell yeah. That looks good. I haven't had like cinema popcorn in years though, because you know you've got like remortgage your house to your non-existent house to afford that stuff. Most of the popcorn in China is sweet, like caramel popcorn. Yes, I did used to like caramel popcorn, but then it's sort of like I don't feel like I can eat too much of that before I'm like over it. And I don't know, I'm just not a massive fan of caramel either, really. I've seen fruit flavored popcorn in China. Very rarely see salty / savory. This is a very addictive game. I'm on level 28. Oh, what? Are there like 28 maps? Is that what you mean? Or... Because I was like, levels? I haven't been aware of leveling up. But yeah, I do love me some PowerWash Sim. Not gonna lie. Yeah, when I've had the best sweet popcorn I've had before was like, it had like dark chocolate. It was like dark chocolate and like freeze-dried strawberries. No, raspberries. Freeze-dried raspberries. So good. So good. Incredibly expensive. Would have bought again if it hadn't been so expensive. But yeah. Tuna popcorn. Not so sure about that one, but I could try it at some point. It would involve me having to buy tuna though. Although maybe if I get rid of the sound alert, then I'm not like, I don't have to stick to that anymore. My voice is just gradually getting worse and worse, isn't it? Quest 28. Okay, right. I thought that's what you meant, but I was in like, have I been missing a leveling system that I've not been aware of? Damn, there's over 28 maps in this game. 38? Holy shit. That's great. I didn't realize they had that many at launch. That's amazing. Very happy with that then. Yeah, so popcorn. I'm gonna get some popcorn after stream. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my post-stream activity, is I'm gonna pop some popcorn. Isn't that exciting? Jeremy Popcorn, what's your favourite flavour of popcorn? This is when you're like, I actually can't eat popcorn, I'm allergic. And we're like, explain the username then, please. And you're like, I actually have popcorn ear. That's where it comes from. Like, oh, right. When I was a kid, me and my grandma would melt chocolate and put plain popcorn in it. Oh, that sounds so good. I also had a duck popcorn maker. And I have no idea where it is. What, it's shaped like a duck? That's fun. Oh. I've got oh, damn, NASCAR rider's message was held. I don't actually know why. I guess it's because I'll allow it. I guess it's because you're asking me to DM you, which, you know, it's fine. Sorry, I'm just, okay, so Jeremy Popcorn, movie theatre, that makes sense. A popcorn kernel tried to take out my parents. Wait, is that, I'm laughing at that, but like, seriously? I don't want to laugh at something that actually happened that's tragic, if that's true. Somehow I doubt it is, though. Imagine if Dr. Pooh Pickles couldn't what? Couldn't what? Okay. Can you DM me tomorrow on Instagram when you go live? NASCAR rider, what I'm going to do is on Instagram, I don't know if you saw my story today, I put like a timer, like a countdown timer. I say the time I'm going to go live. I also make a timer because I recognize that a lot of the people who follow me are not in the same time zone as me. So I do a timer. Ooh! So I will do an Instagram thing, and if you look at that, you can add the timer to your reminders. So when the timer ends, you'll get like a notification. That will probably be easier than me trying to DM you. I also don't even know if I can DM you on Instagram. Oh, apology accepted, Kevin. That was not an apology, Cobb. It was a carefully worded clarification. Always the last word, Kevin. Oh my God. Kevin's typing? Not at all. Is that just so he can get the last word? Possibly. Okay. My nephew worked at a movie theatre, so I'd get garbage bags full of movie theatre popcorn for free. Oh, living the dream. And Shimon, I'm glad that a popcorn kernel didn't try to kill your parents. It was a new Batman, movie theatre themed Batman. I don't eat pickles. After all, the things I've seen as a doctor put you off. That's damn, ain't that the truth? Is this supposed to be it's a temple. I thought it was a church. I guess a church is a kind of temple. Okay. Thank you then. I'll see, can I, I don't want to tag you in something. I'll have a look. Yeah. But just keep an eye on my stories. It'll be there. We will be starting kind of early though, so I don't know if it'll even be like the right time for you. But I'll be starting like about 2 hours earlier than I did today. So that might be too early for you, NASCAR rider. I hope not. But we're working with Scully's in a different time zone to me, and so we have to start earlier because of his time zone, basically. So there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Are you going to do the notifications thing I did? What, on the Discord server once I finish setting it up? Yes. Yes, I am. I've already set it up. Actually, that's the point. Let me check that now. Has that gone off? There's a notification. There's a notification in the live section. Let's go. It fucking works. What a great test. Yeah, there will be a notification thing that you can more importantly, you can opt into, because let me tell you, I'm in a few servers where they just do the @everyone ping for when people go live, and thankfully I'm in those servers because I want to know when those people go live. But if I didn't, and I was just there to be in the community, or you know, they were in a time zone where I couldn't catch them live, that would piss me off. So I've stolen your template for that, Ari, which I know is not unique to you, but that's where I've seen it, where you can opt in to notifications for different things. So, yay. I only eat doctors when they displease me. Oh God, you must have eaten a lot of doctors then, because you've been having some bad experiences. Glad you tested it 2 hours in, lol. Well, so far the Discord server has 4 people in it, 3 of which are bots, and the 4th person is me. So you know, I started setting it up yesterday, so it's definitely not live yet. So yeah, 3 bots and a frog. Yeah. Well, see, I'm going to have double the amount of notifications because Nanobites is in there too. I'm separating it because I understand that there's going to be people who are only really interested in one channel. So I've got it where you can opt into Twitch notifications for either channel, and then also like YouTube notifications when like VODs go up, that kind of thing. Yeah. It'll be great. I'll spend all this time setting it up, and then there'll be like 3 people in there. Which is fine. I mean, I wasn't even really planning on doing a server anyway. But it's been fun to set it up. Learn new skills. You know? Are we sure you're not a bot? I mean, to be fair, I have like no way of really verifying that. Don't put like a captcha thing on the screen, whatever the fuck it's called. Captcha? Captcha? Captcha. That sounds like a fanfic. No, don't write that. Captcha? I don't even know how you say it. Does that mean I'm a robot? Because I don't know how to say it. Let alone being able to read it. I don't know how you say it. That's funny. Sleep well, NASCAR rider. Thank you for being here. I hope you catch tomorrow's stream. I hope you can. But no worries if you can't. Yep. Alright, I'm a robot frog. There we go. How much earlier are we starting tomorrow? I'm assuming we're starting at 8. Not 8. 6? Well, 6 my time. 2 hours earlier than when I started the stream. I don't know. That's usually the time we start when we're streaming with Scully, right? But yeah, we probably should have double checked it before we went to bed. Tell you what, Ari, I'll message him. Well, you can message him as well. In fact, you can put it in the group chat. Hey, or one of us can. And then he'll be the first one awake tomorrow, and he can respond when we're both still unconscious. Isn't that great? She's dying now. Yeah, I need to be, someone needs to plug me in. I mean, I need to eat something. Ooh. Seriously, my voice is just like, it's getting worse. I started having problems like 40 minutes in. Should have known this was going to happen. We're feeling peaky all day. Stay alive for your popcorn. Hell yeah, I'll stay alive for my popcorn and then I'll just choke on it because it'll be really dry. No, you haven't caught me out. You have not caught me out. I'm definitely a human. I do human things. I now can't think of a single human thing. That's helpful, isn't it? Damn, this weather we've been having is something else, right? Flawless. I remember watching this thing ages ago about like talking about like it was somebody who was autistic talking about how to do small talk basically with autistic people, and they were like, one of the phrases they said was so funny. They were like, it was talking about like talking to your colleagues, right? Where you're not actually like friends with these people, but you've got to like make small talk every so often, right? And they were like, if in doubt, talk about the weather. Bitches love talking about the weather. And that has lived in my head rent-free for like 3 years now. Because I just love saying to people like randomly like, crazy weather we've been having, huh? Even if like the weather has been nothing of any note. Because 9 times out of 10 they'll just be like, haha, yeah. Maybe that's a British thing though. We do like to talk about the weather a lot. Maybe that's not like a universal thing. Although to be fair, with like, you know, climate change, the weather is just steadily getting crazier everywhere. So I guess there is that. It is kind of future-proofed as like a small talk thing. Candles are very human. They are. Yeah, talking about the weather just proves you're British. Click all the boxes with traffic lights. Okay, unironically, I actually cannot do that. Because every single time, and maybe this is the tism in me coming out a little bit, but like, they'll be like, click every square that has like a motorcycle in it. And I'll be like, okay. And I'll do that. And then they'll have one where it's like there's a little bit of the tire is in the next box. And I'll be like, does that count? Because it is in there. But then oh, here we go. There's Big Frog for the run. Every time I click it, it's like, nah, you fucked up. You're a robot. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just autistic. It's actually quite insensitive that you've called me a robot. Like, that's actually really like ableist of you. Doesn't matter. The website doesn't care that it's being discriminatory. It's just like, you can't use this until you prove. And then they give you steadily harder, like more and more difficult ones. And it's like, if I couldn't do the first one, I can't do this one, can I? Like, it's so annoying. And then I'm like, so I have to basically think like a robot in order to be, because it's like, well, a human can tell that there's some pixels in that box. Thank you. My level of overthinking doing them is through the roof. Okay, I'm glad it isn't just me. There's quite it's other people saying this is a relatable experience. I'm so glad. Because it gets to the point where by the time I'm on like the 5th one, I'm first of all forgotten why I'm even doing it in the first place. I can't remember what website I'm trying to access. But then I'm there like second guessing myself. Like maybe I am a robot. Maybe, you know, maybe my programming has been particularly good up until this point that I myself have not known that I'm a robot until this very moment when I'm failing to, you know, make sure we're crosswalks. Get all the crosswalk in it. I have. Nah, you fucked it up. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's so annoying. This is what, when I was setting the server up, and there was an option for like, you know, the verification process. And it's like, do you want to capture? And I was like, no, I don't. I don't, because then I'll be locked out of my own server. I'll be like, are you real? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Anyway, PowerWash Simulator is it's a great game. Also, I said earlier that like the prizes of these things are never like something I'd want. I take it back. I want this crocodile or alligator. Is he an alligator? Yeah. Right. No? Wait, which one is it where you can see the top and the bottom teeth at the same time? I can never remember, but I want him. I don't like any of the other ones, but I want him. He's cool. There's no frogs, which is, you know. Yeah. Power washing to Are We Even Real? Yeah, well, this is the kind, you know, this and American Truck Sim, it's the games that make you think, because like you're just power washing. There's no actual brain energy. And if you have ADHD like I do, it just allows you to focus on stuff that's bothering you, like captures. And yeah, anyway, crazy weather we're having, yeah. I mean, the good weather in this game is always consistently really good, like suspiciously good, right? It's almost like this is a simulation. Anyway, so if I, this is probably like really obvious, but if I, can I, oh, That's annoying. That means there's bits that I haven't done yet. No. I hope this isn't me doing like a baptism or something. Just blast. The baby just shoots across the room. Okay, I have cleaned that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get to them as we get to them. That's fine. Oh, okay, that was the sound of that. I thought there was suddenly just like World War II going on behind the curtain. Crocodiles, I just double checked. Yay, the first one I said was the correct one. Let's go. I used to have a t-shirt. Here's another tuna story. I used to have a t-shirt that said like, on the front, it said "See you later, alligator" with like a cartoon alligator, and then on the back it said in a wild crocodile with a crocodile on it. It was sick. I wish I still had it, but I don't, because I got really fat. I had to get rid of all of my clothes and buy new ones, and then I developed a chronic illness and lost 2/3 of my weight, and I was like, why did I get rid of all of my clothes? Because now all of my new clothes don't fit me. Idiot. What a great story. Maybe I can see if I can find that t-shirt again, because if it exists, I would like to buy it again. I just love stuff like that. Like double-sided stuff is just great. PowerWash Simulator is a simulation. My life is a lie. Yeah, who would have known? It's crazy. This is like so meta as well, because I'm currently like cleaning. This like arcade game is called PowerWash Simulator. So, why are you a frog and not a crocodile? Question I ask myself every day of my life. What would my name even be though? Mighty Croc? I could get like a Croc sponsorship maybe. I do like Crocs, not gonna lie. Your drip would be too powerful on that t-shirt. It would be too dangerous. Yeah, maybe that's why life had to humble me and make me fat, so that I couldn't wear that t-shirt anymore. It wasn't life that made me fat. It was me that made me fat, but you know. I have a t-shirt with a picture of Barney that says "Commit tax fraud." Oh my god. Shmuel, the more I learn about you, the more I'm like, I need to know more about you. I want that. I used to have a t-shirt that had a Ainsley, actually maybe I still have it. Had an Ainsley Harriott on it, who's like, those of you who don't know, is like a British like celebrity chef. And it had a picture of him on it. It just said "spicy" underneath in all caps, because there was a meme about him adding spice to something and being like, if you like it a little bit spicy. And I had another one of Gordon Ramsay with his nose edited out, holding up a fork with a sausage on it, and it said "sausage" underneath, but it was misspelt. That was great. And I threw that on once and wore it to work. Because I got dressed in the dark and I thought I'd picked out a plain black t-shirt, and it was not a plain black t-shirt. It had Gordon Ramsay on it saying "sausage." And yeah, I had to keep my my jumper on the entire day because I was like, they can't know. Because I found out when I was like, oh, it's a bit hot in the office today. Started taking my jumper off. Oh no! Crikey Croc. Oh, that's a great name. But I'm not Australian though. I feel like that would be cultural appropriation if I had that username. I live to be unhinged and a problem. Hell yeah. That is, you know, what a great guy. I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. I have another one with a puppy that says "I can be trusted with the nuclear launch codes." Hell yes. Okay, I need all of your t-shirts. I just need to steal everything in your closet by the sounds of things. I have an Ainsley Harriott t-shirt. Let's go. Okay, I thought that was obscure enough that nobody else would. What does yours say? My favourite t-shirt that I have at the moment is actually one that Dr. Poo Pickles got me. That's just it's just got loads of pictures of Astarion on it, and it just says Astarion. I don't feel like anything else really needs to be said about that. It's great. I have a t-shirt that is Pinkman drinking nectar with piss above it. Okay. That's probably one I wouldn't wear, just because I'm like, I never want something that's got something written on it that people are gonna get mad that their kids have seen, you know? But I do, it is funny. You You could do an Aussie accent the entire time you stream. Yeah, if I could do an Aussie accent, which I can't. It's him with the pepper grinder. Ooh! I think I know the image you're talking about. That's a good one. I was going to remove the merman's gems now that they've been stolen, but I used really strong glue, and I'm sure... Alright. Alright. I didn't actually read what he said, so that's great. This is just the American in me, but I've been known to confuse British and Aussie accents, so I think Crikey Croc would work. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, if there's an Aussie in chat, then they'd be like, this person is not Australian. They're not saying the C word enough times. Oh, hang on. Is it time for Wiggle City? I'm going to make it time for Wiggle City because I want it to be Wiggle City time. Yes. Let's go. Nor, I bet you can't. Nor. That, no, I can't. It's in the house top only, but I've definitely forgot and answered the door with it on. Yes, that's what happened with me in my Astarian t-shirt because it's like a really oversized one, so I typically wear it just like lazing around in the house. And then I've done that. And I've been like working from home, not expecting to be like called by anybody. And then one of my colleagues like calls me and I'm like, shit. Because usually I forget what I'm wearing until I turn my camera on. And so we both realize what I'm wearing at the same time. But it's fine. It's fine. Channel rules, no Aussies. Oh, no. Nah. I wouldn't want to, you know, I feel like I'm scamming people, you know. I was just doing a fake Aussie accent the entire time. Also, if my voice is like shot just talking normally, God, I wouldn't be able to do an Aussie accent. How is the weather? Do you think we need a report? Weather's the same as it has been. It's glorious. The sun has not moved. This is the other thing. Time apparently stands still in this universe. 'Cause that ain't moving. Can I use the... Do I have the scissor lift? Or am I not allowed? Was I given the scissor lift? No. Okay. Ooh, a bicycle. Okay. What's this? Anything in the bin? Nope. Okay. Oh! Popcorn! Popcorn! Well. Oh, it's empty. It's empty. Oh. Kitty. Yay. Ooh. Watered down ice cream. Love that. Only 2 flavours as well, for some reason. Which also, the 2 flavours look a bit sus. Because, like, what... presumably that's like bubblegum, right? What's that? Kiwi? Mint choc chip? Terrible combination. I think I sense a storm coming. Ugh. Pistachio, but it's got bits in it. There could be a storm coming. It was redeemed a little while ago by Dr. Poo Pickles, but it's probably long enough for somebody else to redeem it if they so wished. If they so wished. Melon. What's that from? Is that from something? Might give your voice a rest. Bold of you to assume that I will A, notice it's happened, or B, just stop talking. Oh, whoa. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm a yapper at heart. I never shut up. Ari knows this. Did you ever watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? No, I did not. I'm aware. I'm aware of it existing, of its existence. I just haven't seen it. Part of the joy of streaming with you, I can just sit quietly. Hell yeah. Low effort stream. I do feel bad sometimes though. I'm trying to get better at not talking over people, but it's very difficult in collabs anyway, because it's like you can't see the other person, so it's very difficult to judge when someone else is going to talk. But yeah, I do know what you mean. It's like I always find nanobyte streams are a lot easier in general for me to do. Don't get me wrong, I love being here too. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But like, in terms of brain energy required, because it's basically half the effort. In fact, it's probably even less than that, because I've got Amy, and it's just us bouncing off of one another for like ages, bouncing ideas off of one another. That is, don't get it twisted. So it's just easy, and also it's sort of like I would probably be hanging out with a cool and her and playing a game anyway. So it doesn't feel challenging at all. I feel bad power washing these cats. They clearly don't want me to do it. Yeah. There was a character called Cheese, and he would constantly say, "I like chocolate milk." And when I was a kid, I'd annoy my mum by saying that. Does he like cheese as well, or is that like cannibalism? Was it like his catchphrase? This is going to have to be another thing that I like Google off stream, right? Along with everyone's favourite books. Oh yeah, Ari, you weren't here for that. What's your favourite book? People were putting their favourite books in chat, and I was making notes of them until there were too many, and then I was like, I'll just watch the VOD and and get all the books from the comments then. He was yellow, but I don't think he was made of cheese. Oh. That's a bit misleading then, isn't it? Although I guess it would be a bit odd if he was made of cheese and he was called cheese, because that's just like calling like a regular child like human or something, you know? Are you clean? Okay, well, you are now. Is this one clean? Yes. Cool. I'm just hitting them now. just hitting them for no reason. You got me thinking about cheese now. I did buy cheese today as well. I remembered to actually get cheese, because the last time I went food shopping, I didn't get cheese, and I was devastated when I got home. There's been so many tuna-esque stories today, hasn't there? You know? I'm thinking because I have a few I like. That is an acceptable response. I'm the same, honestly. But I'll have like favorite series, but if I have to pick like a singular book, like that's gonna be challenging, you know. Anytime you talk about buying food, it feels like a sequel to the tuna story. It basically is, yeah. Because I mean, it's never gonna be that interesting, is it? It's never like a proper anecdote. Well, actually, I can give you I can give you. I can give you a supermarket story that isn't like that. No one will care, but I'll give it to you anyway. Basically, a little while ago, I went to a supermarket that I don't usually go to that was just like near to home, and like literally the only thing I went in to get, this sounds really stupid, well, maybe not stupid, I went in to just get some beer, just some cans of beer. That was literally all I got. I typically don't do that. I'm not somebody who goes for like a beer run. But I was like, I was on the way home anyway, and I was like, I keep forgetting to like order this. I'm just going to go in and grab it. So I went in, and this was in the summer, and I was wearing shorts. This is relevant to the story. I went to the checkout, and they were like, "Can I see some ID?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so, okay, first of all, I have quite a lot of tattoos on my legs. And so because I was wearing shorts, you could see all of these tattoos. Now, obviously, I understand people who work in retail or whatever. Like, if you look under a certain age, in the UK, it's like challenge 25. So if you look under the age of 25 or whatever, then they have to ask for your ID. Even though, you know, if I've got like loads of tattoos, I'm very unlikely to be underage, because where would I have got them, you know? So they asked for my ID. I handed it over to them, and I'm not going to give you my age, but I'm older than 25, okay? Like, not significantly older, but, like, enough for it to be like, oh, okay. And so I handed over my ID, They looked at the ID, recoiled, but when they saw my year of birth, probably looked back at me and were like, and just sort of looked back at the ID again, and then handed my ID to me and said sorry. And I was like, no, that's fine. And then I was like paying, and I could see out of the corner of my eye they were sort of like looking me up and down a little bit, and then like after I finished paying, they were just sort of like, I thought you were a student. And I was like, oh, thanks. No, I'm not a student. And then they were like, well, whatever you're doing, it's working. And I was like, thanks. And then just got the beer and like scurried out. So I knew kids in high school with tattoos. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's unfortunately getting more popular now with like literal children buying like terrible tattoo machines off of like Temu and then giving themselves staph infections. But I like to think my tattoos are like they're good tattoos rather than like terrible stick and pokes that a 14-year-old may have done. So again, I don't have any issue with them actually doing their job properly. It was just funny that their reaction when they actually did see my age, and they apologized for asking for my ID. Oh, hang on a minute. That's the wrong button. The recoiling. Yeah, it's the recoiling that's funny. Yeah, the blue statue was in the first game. I think most, if not all, of the things in this little map are from the first game. I think, yeah, that's like the UFO thing. This is that big temple that's like the last level that's like massive. I don't think this is. Oh, no, it is. This is in there. It's just a different colorway. This is like the creepy witch one in the woods. That's there. This is just like in the, you never clean it, but it's in the backdrop. And then this is like is this the plane that like puts the fire out or something? I don't even know. It's also, yeah, it is all references from the other game, which is quite fun. For years now, if it takes anyone more than 5 seconds to check my ID, I get mad because all they have to do is see 19 and be done. Yeah. Well, that's what happened with them. They obviously weren't expecting the 19. Makes it a bit easier, I suppose. Don't get ID'd anymore. It was very sudden stuff. I must be looking haggard lately. That's funny. That is funny. The most important question is what beer? I can't even remember. Because the thing is, this was a restaurant. This is a supermarket I don't usually go to. So I just got like... I think I was trying to find the specific... Because I'm not a beer connoisseur. So I just went in there and I was like, there's a few brands that I would like be happy with getting, and then they didn't have any of them. And I was like, fucking, okay, fine. I'll just get whatever crap lager they have then. It ended up being a French beer, I think. It wasn't very good. I did not repurchase it. I say it wasn't very good. Again, I don't know much about beer. I was not a massive fan. I still drank all of it, but I was like, I'm not buying that again. It was not good. I got ID'd for a 15 stream, and then when I was in hospital they treated me like a child, which I love, but then I realised they thought I was like 21. Well, please, not Stella. No, not Stella. I feel fancy when I say Stella Artois. Yeah. Unfortunately, the people who drink it are typically found in wife beaters, but no, I mean, I've got some Amstel at the moment, and then I typically go for San Miguel, which again I know is not like, again, I told you I'm not a beer person, so they're just the ones that I like. Lagers, I suppose. Wife beater, no. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Duh. Come back here. Come back here, you bastard. Woo. I've never heard that, but it's also not common here in the US. I think they're both Spanish. I don't know. I'm not sure. I nearly bought some tuna today and I didn't, and that's the whole story, and you're welcome. Thank you past me. Now I feel even more so that I can hear how shot my voice is. I don't feel like it comes through. I think it's because I can feel it being shot, so it probably doesn't sound as bad as I think it is. But hearing that version of me, I was like, damn. I think I'll make this the last map for today. I prefer Modelo. I don't know that one. Thanks, Ari. Just cleared my throat as well, just muted to do that. I'm not drinking beer right now. It's, well, I've got water and I've Pepsi Max. I mean, I don't think I would drink beer if I was live on Twitch, to be honest with you, anyway. Doesn't sound like a good idea. But if I'm on somebody else's stream, and they're streaming, and I'm not streaming, well then maybe. I'll never tell. Modelo is a Mexican beer. Let me Google this. Let's see if I recognise the branding. Is it one that would be in the UK? I guess I'll probably find that out when I Google it, huh? Modelo. Images? Oh, I've not seen that before. No. Walmart. Also available on Beer Sniffers. Wait, what? Beersniffers.co.uk. That's a great website. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem to be one. The only place like apparently you can buy it is like specialist sites. Oh no, actually Tesco does sell it. Never mind. Don't know why Google was giving me Walmart before Tesco. Thanks, Google. Does anyone remember when Google used to be good? Because it isn't now. Not doing a drunk truck sim stream? Nah, not live. Absolutely not. Not if I'm streaming, in any case. Oh. Sorry, dude. Didn't mean to do that. I know that's literally the whole point of this setup, but I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to clean stuff. Hey. Have I actually cleaned the Yeti? Or is he... He's still a bit grubby. Okay, there we go. Beer Sniffer. Yeah, what a great name for a website, huh? One of the two major Mexican beers. Okay. Corona. I have had Corona before. But I think the one I had, it wasn't just like... It was like Corona with something. I think. Oh. Did he just nudge me out of the way? That's so rude. So I don't think I've had just like the regular Corona. What are some good alternatives to Google? Fuck, I don't know. Because Bing is awful. It always has been. It's terrible. There's like no... I don't know. I think there just isn't a good way to search the internet now. The good way to search now is to add Reddit to every single search term. But even that is becoming problematic because like half of Reddit is bots. Like, I feel like if you go on like the popular section now, like whatever's trending, it will be a post that was posted by a bot and then most of the replies are from bots. And I'm just like, what? Is anyone here real? Can anybody do this... do this capture to tell me which of the squares have a crosswalk in them? Because I can't. Apparently. Some good alternatives to Google at this point are just like going to your local library and asking an old woman who works there. And then she's probably going to Google it or use ChatGPT. Is this no escaping it now? I feel like such a boomer saying all this. I was waiting for you to say I've had Corona, I've had the beer as well. I've had COVID at least twice. Don't recommend. I wouldn't buy that again. Wouldn't consume that. We're getting close to dead internet theory. Yeah, is that where it's like, literally the internet is just basically bots responding to bots and there's no actual real people there? Because that is what Facebook is at the moment. Or not at the moment, just it has been for a long time, I feel. It's just a bunch of AI slop, and then it's like occasionally there's someone's grandma being like, oh, this is amazing, but the most of it is just other bots being like, wow, so inspirational. It's crazy. Back in my day, Google was uphill both ways. Exactly. And it wasn't open on Sundays. Back in my day, Google was a book. Google was just a number. A Google. It is annoying though. I was ranting to Ari. Well, I was ranting at Ari earlier. I don't know why you entertain being in calls with me unless it's absolutely necessary, because it is just me ranting about stuff. But basically, I have to try and censor this a bit for stream, I think. It was a few months ago. I was trying to search... Okay, because I crochet. Oh, well, I say that. I know how to crochet. I haven't really crocheted for a hot minute. I had a pattern that was like in using American terminology for everything. And I was like, I need to convert the American terminology for this yarn weight into the British terminology, because otherwise I'm going to buy the wrong type of yarn, because it's like different thicknesses, right? And the weight of yarn, the weight of yarn that I was looking at converting in American terminology is called fingering weight yarn. And so I sort of put a search term in that was included that word and included the word yarn and UK and British, whatever. And the AI overview started off very well, talking about, there are different like terminologies for different yarn weights in, the American and British, such as sport weight and worsted weight and stuff. And then when it got to the term that I was talking about, it decided to give a very different definition to what that was. I was like, that's not what I asked. Eventually I ended up finding some like crafter's website where they basically put together like a table that was just like, this is this in this like terminology. And I was like, great, thank you, appreciate it. But what was funny is that I took a screenshot of that because I was like, that's funny. And I sent it to like a few people that I knew would find it funny because they also work with yarn. And then when I tried to replicate it a few days later, they'd fixed it and it didn't give that response anymore. So I'm glad I screenshotted it. It's one of those things where it's like, I tried to replicate it in real time and it was like, oh, it doesn't do it anymore. Damn. Now I just look like an idiot. But I've got the screenshot. I've got the screenshot somewhere. Maybe I'll put that on the server as well when I eventually get it set up. Just with no context. That is something I wanted to do. So we've got like a meme section, which will be used for like a bunch of stuff. But like a lot of the time I'll talk about stuff on stream and then I'll, forget to really like follow up on it. So maybe there'll be a good section for like stream references. That if you've missed a stream, you'll be like, what? How is this relevant to PowerWash Simulator? And I'll be like, how is anything that I say or do relevant to PowerWash Simulator? Why are you here? Ooh! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Can I use this inside here? Is it not gonna? No. Okay. That's fine. Whee! So basically the AI overview of Google is awful. And the worst part of it is not being able to turn it off. That's what fucks me off. There's no way to turn it off. I don't want it to be there. I don't want it to be the first thing that comes up because 9 times out of 10 it's not right. Or it I've asked a very specific question. Like I was trying to Google stuff about setting up a Discord server today, and it just kept giving me other things that I was not looking for, and I had to give up and just like search on a subreddit instead, basically. I just wish it would turn off there was an option to turn it off. This is how I know I'm getting old, right? Because it's kind of like, I think it was Douglas Adams that was saying about like when you're in your like 20s, if a new technology comes out, it's something that's new and exciting and something that you could potentially have a job in. But once you reach your 30s, any new technology that comes out is like scary and a threat. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that way about AI. And I don't know if that's because that's a valid concern or whether it's just because I'm getting older. I don't want to think about it too hard. Also, this caterpillar's cute. This is a scary thought as well. I mean, I know I'm real, but like, at what point is it going to get to the point where people are able to use AI to do live streams? So there'll be like some kind of AI like playing the game and responding to comments and stuff. And it'll get to the point where it'll be so good that you can't tell if they're real or not. That's going to suck for people like me who like aren't willing to have like a webcam as well. Or like do anything to, I mean, I know again, you'd be able to fake it with like video anyway, but that'd be rough. Damn, Skynet taking the jobs. Hell yeah. I'm glad you get it too. Ball plushie. Okay. It is this post. I fit into the meme where it's like tech hobbyists will outfit their house to be smart, and people that actually work with tech absolutely hate technology and don't use/trust it. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, oh god, I can't remember who it was. So I used to know somebody who worked in like, they did like lighting for theatre. So they had like all kinds of like crazy like lighting set up in their house or whatever, because they were like, yeah, this is great. But then I knew somebody who also worked in like, some kind of like cybersecurity type thing, right? And they were like, I don't have like a Ring doorbell. I don't have like, they had like basically nothing. And it was just like, yep. That's damning. Where is this? Oh, it's there. Okay. Table rack. Oh, damn, there's loads of... Stand on top of this temple just to get this last bit. Okay, great. Oh. Another gallery shelf. Oh, this one. Oh, this one's filthy. Oh, filthy. Oh, yeah, gorgeous. Maybe I'll make that my next PowerWash Sim stream title. Because I literally, like, the current title, is one that I woke up and I had the Christina Aguilera Dirty song stuck in my head. And I was like, PowerWash Simulator. And I, like, texted it to myself so I didn't forget. Anything that connects to the internet, even if it's a light bulb, is just another attack vector. Yeah, and why does a fucking light bulb need to connect to the internet? Why? It's like you can get fridges that do that. I saw there was like a toaster that connected. Why? What? Why does my toaster need an internet connection? It's ridiculous. I've also been teaching myself cybersecurity stuff on off Sinch College. That's just a good idea. If I was smart, I would do that too. But I'm not smart. I miss old TVs being a TV. I don't even have a TV. Well, actually I do, but I don't, it's tiny. In fact, that is an old TV. I think I bought that. Fuck. That's an 11-year-old TV. It's smaller than my monitor. It was the first TV I ever bought. The only reason I still have it is because I was using it as a monitor at one point. Like as my second monitor until I just got another monitor. And then I'm kind of like, it still works. It has a DVD player attached to it, which is the only thing I have that would play DVD. Well, actually, no. I mean, I have like consoles and stuff that would. But yeah, I'm like, if it ain't broke, I ain't chucking it out. I want my fridge to be as dumb as me. Literally. Why would you need a smart fridge? What's it going to do? Internet works anyway. I don't need more devices connected to it. I was having massive problems with the internet here. Not gonna lie. I've got like 3 different routers because they kept sending me a new one. Because they were like, we've tried everything else. It must be the router. And I was like, how is there 3 in a row that don't work? And then I was like, do I need to send these back? Because there was this whole thing about like, if you don't return one, then we'll charge you for it. And I was like, what do I do? And they're like, just keep them. So I just have like a stack of them now, which is stupid. I bought a TV for my apartment and it has a CPU in it. What? Why? Why does it need a CPU? That's crazy. Is this just a replay of the oh, it is. Okay. That was good. That was a fun map. I really liked that actually. I like the callback to the other game. I like the fact that if you haven't played the other game, it doesn't matter because it's a callback So like it's like kind of like an Easter egg for people who have played it, but it doesn't matter if you don't get the reference because it's still fun. Yeah. Can I have a router? Sure. Well, yeah. Just send me your address. Don't put it in chat. Just send me your address. I'll send you send you a router. So the next one, I won't do it today because my voice is getting progressively worse. Well, we can look at the little. Oh, see, I like this as well, where it like gives you the little mini ones. See what I mean about look at where my cursor is now on my crosshair. Why is it up there? That's a bug they need to fix somehow. I don't know if this is slowly. I think this is getting slowly added to as well. I don't know, but yeah, this is nice. Okay, yeah, then that's the next one. The road sweeper, right? Okay. Is there anything interesting in the shop before I finish for today? Furniture catalogue. Ooh, a guitar. You just power wash a guitar. That's a fun chair. That's a chair that I wouldn't want to sit on because I'd be worried about it breaking. You know. Like one of those ones that you're just like, this does not look structurally sound. I hate chairs like that. You know what? I might just get this guitar and just... do I have to clean it first? Yes. How did this guitar get this dirty? You definitely shouldn't power wash a guitar. I don't know much about guitars, but you definitely shouldn't be doing this. Just, you know. Okay. I know I said I was going to finish. I just wanted to clean this guitar and then put it in my empty room that has, like, I think a single rug and a lamp in it, if that. Actually, it might just have the lamp. I don't even know. Can I jump on top of it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Item cleaned. Wow. Yeah, this is great. Okay, this is the music corner. Amazing. Can I do anything with it? No. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to call it a day because my voice is shot. I'm going to have a look and see who to raid. And I will be back here tomorrow for American Truck Sim, as I said multiple times at this point. Yeah. So I'm just seeing who's live and who's going to be... yeah, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Don't think I've raided Doc in a while, if ever, actually. I don't know. Let's see. That's the raid message. No pressure, obviously. Right, yeah. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be starting about 2 hours earlier than I did today. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it as always. And I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.